9 o'clock. Gonna go live. Get this show underway. Huzzah! To adventure!
Yeah, I think I created some cool characters during that time too with Barker's character.
In Hero Forge?
Yeah.
Alright. Can I make this thing smaller? Make a tiny airship. Put it on the map. And I can do like the map view. We can see exactly where everybody is right on the map there. Just leaving the ruins of Gustenel, flying west.
Have we started?
Well, it's just us so far. We should probably try to gather
Yeah.
the troops.
I'm playing every characters tonight.
Joe says he's not able to make it. Long
Yeah.
says he's making food.
It's probably Long should be here soon. It's probably his work.
Send a message to the other three. Hopefully they will arrive shortly. I gotta bring up the stats on your airship here. It's gonna be relevant in a moment. How many miles does your ship go?
So I don't know what we wanted to do there. Go straight to Nibene, or did we want to like? Was there a place that we needed to go to turn in our quest? We needed to return that dude, the the dwarf. No, unless he's gonna follow us all the way to Nibene. I don't know what he wants to do. If there's any reason for him to go anywhere.
He wants to go home to Cromlin, most likely. You could drop
Yeah,
him
so
off on the way.
yeah, and we got our treasure, which is the thing, the silk skimmer. What did we do with it? Did we give it away? Can't remember.
Uh, did you sell it?
No, I think we wanted to give it away so we could start, buying tar from the the dudes with the slaves.
Yeah, I think there was some talk about setting up a business where it
Yeah,
would be
we would
used
import
for
tar
trade.
since it's safer. And in exchange for, their alliance, we would give them the silk skimmer that they can use, for commerce and moving their product around. It's a pretty big treasure when you think about it. It's like giving how many gold is that worth, that ship?
Uh, 20,000.
Like copper? So 20 gold?
20,000 would be 200 gold.
200 gold? Holy shit, that's a huge treasure. What would they owe us if we gave him that?
Well, usually with a skimmer like that, you would like have the captain pay you some sort of like amount, like you own the ship, and so you get some of the profits, and then he just goes about his
Yeah,
business as a trader.
pretty much.
So you could
Yeah.
negotiate some sort of business terms there, like how much of a cut do you
Um,
get?
yeah, maybe they can help us with importing or like exporting from their camp the tar for like Nibene and for Tyr. Open them to the market.
Hello.
Hey,
Hold
welcome.
up.
Level 16 druid.
Very nice.
Couldn't they just go up north the Silk Sea into all the way to where we met those pirates that we like the Thief Guild that we signed a deal with to be merchants and things like that for us and doing certain like shady things on the side.
Yeah.
They could sell directly to them and then our guys can distribute it. They have like the control on obsidian, and then on top of that they would have access to tar. I'm sure there's a value like for construction and whatever.
Looking for a figurine. I need like an evil wizard figurine.
Evil wizard, like all evil.
A defiler wizard, that evil.
Let me take a look.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Hello.
Yep.
How's living?
Pretty good.
Good to hear.
Hey Ninja, how do I put it in the character sheet that I'm taking a feat instead of getting points for the 2 ability points?
Oh God, yeah, that's right.
I'll open up your sheet. 1 second.
As it says I have 2 unspent ability points. I already applied the 1 feat. I'm taking the resilience feat, so I get proficiency in Constitution saving throws and +1 to my con.
Okay, so you're on the abilities tab. You've
Mhm.
already changed your druid level in the top right to 16, which changes
Yeah.
it to 8 points. It currently says you have 2 unspent ability points. If you want to take a feat instead, you would change where it says feats taken 0, change that to a 1 there.
Wait, where's the feats
This
taken?
one right here. See where I'm highlighting blue?
Level 16 now, you said?
Yep.
Here, I'll just change
So
it.
stats
There
or
we go.
feats?
Okay.
No, I don't have access. You'll have to do it.
Aaron, are you gonna take stats?
Well,
Actually, just
so
above that where the 0 is in blue.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay,
See?
cool.
Now it changed unspent ability points to 0 because you've spent it on a feat. Now you can choose whatever feat you want. And if the feat gives you an ability point, then you'd put it in that column there.
I got these
Yeah, I
characters.
did.
Maybe you can use.
No,
Sure
I
what you're
mean like
looking for.
if the feat you choose gives you one. Because they don't always.
No, not all of them.
Resilience does. It gives me a +1 and
Yeah, to stat.
proficiency
Yeah,
in the
proficiency in that stat.
save that I want.
Oh, in Constitution.
Yeah, I was gonna do that for intellect because it's a huge. It would give me a +6 on my rolls, automatic. But I decided to go with tough, and then at level 19, I'm gonna take resilient. Because with tough now and my constitution, like I have 179 health point.
Nice.
Wait. Is our proficiency still +5? It's not +6.
Right. I think next level it goes up to 6.
Yeah. Okay, I get access to both 7th and 8th level spells now.
Yes.
I can have 16 plus my wisdom mod spell. I can have 21 spells prepared.
What's your 8th
Yay,
level spell
yay.
going to be?
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Your 8th level spell?
Might be able, depending, but he can learn a few. It's just that he's only going to be able to use one.
Right. You have one 8th level spell slot. I'm just wondering which spell you're going to pick for your cast.
Let's see.
Because you have to memorize them first, right? You have to pick them in advance.
Yeah.
No,
So-
all the spells I have access to them as a druid, and then I just I prepare a certain amount I want
Yeah.
after a long rest.
Like a cleric.
Yeah.
But you still pick out the
It's not
spells,
like-
right?
Yeah, but you can select. You could select a few level 8. It's just that you can only use one per day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the only true, thing. I got Oli
Converse could
Aura.
be pretty good.
I got Oli Aura for now and anti-magic field. But if we were in a big combat with troops and all that shit, and I wanted to do some damage, I would learn Earthquake, and then I would learn on some other spell because I'm pretty sure I would use that as a spell.
So he can prepare 21 spells. I guess he could prepare more than one 8th level spell and then just use whichever one.
Yeah,
Who's
21,
better in the moment?
21, and I have 5 cantrips. And I got a couple of free cantrips and spells because of the fire cleric build. Level 17, I get a level 9 spell, and my modifier goes up by 1 as well. So that's gonna be pretty strong. And the elemental shapeshift. Shapeshift, sorry.
Ship shaped.
Yeah. Shapeshift. Shack Shake, I go to Shack Shake.
This is looking like a slow night for D&D. We might not be able
Yeah.
to play. We're just missing like half the party here.
Oh,
Yeah. Sia, we don't know. And then,
Well, we know Joe's not going to be here.
yeah. So ringside.
Yeah. After all the effort to get his character up and ready, and he's not even here to show it off.
Yeah.
Hurrah. I had a feeling he wasn't going to get around to updating his character, so I helped him out with it.
So you given the 1 level in cleric, or 2 level
He's got 2 levels in Paladin now.
in paladin.
Yep, he is a Paladin of the air god, the winged elephant.
Is he gonna have muscles and all?
Yep, he had to get 13 strength in order to become a Paladin, and so we pulled out all the stops. We made it happen. He equipped the Ioun Stone of Strength, which required attunement, so he's attuned to that instead of something else he had. That gave him 2 strength, 2 strength. Then he took the Slasher Feat, which gave him 1 strength. And then he traded a powerful Mask of Dominate Monster, which is an 8th level spell effect on a mask. And that's a really good magic item. So he traded that to the god of air as a sacrifice in exchange for a exactly what he needed to become a paladin, which was a manual of gainful exercise, which allowed him to get the last 2 strength he needed to hit 13, which is the scraping the bottom of the barrel minimum strength to become a paladin.
Well, I would like to do the same thing if I could. I want to become a wizard, a preserver. But I need to get 3 intelligence to do that because I used the standard array, I think, which was, 9, 10, 10, 11, 13, 15, I think it was, for my ability scores. So I think that's what we talked about in the beginning, because that's where I've got pretty much starting off.
Well,
Yeah,
you
it's
got
like
a feat
something
from
you
hitting
could-
level
you-
16, so that gives you 2
Something you
points to
could
work with right
something
there.
you could work on in Nimne.
So you just need 1 item that'll give you 1 point of intelligence, or a headband of
Yeah.
intellect.
Does that
Well,
require an attunement though?
yeah. Is there any way I can get an inherent? Like, what is it that I can spend or sacrifice or what?
Well, see,
Ask
the
us a
reason,
favor.
the reason that worked is because he went to the plane of air and personally met with his god and
Right.
professed his ultimate faith in that god to the point that he's taking levels as a paladin, like the most focused, intense zealot you could possibly be, and
Oh
and
shoot! These,
sacrificing some of his best gear, in front of his deity, in
so what?
exchange.
He's lawful now.
Yeah, he might have to be lawful now.
Yeah, he has to be lawful.
So his alignment even changed. So his character
Yeah.
got completely
Yeah, it's not even the same
narrative-
personality.
narrative reasons why his character was able to get that.
I don't have any narrative
Yeah,
reasons
that's-
with a because I mean he's an agnostic here. He's atheist or whatever.
That's why I'm thinking
He's not-
where can we get you an item that'll do it?
Maybe a grimoire, maybe a very powerful enchantment by Nebene. He can hose us one a little bit. I want to ask him to build a giant warship.
We know there's headbands of intellect floating around.
There are.
Yeah, well, it requires attunement though, and that could be a blocker, depending. I put some characters there, Ninja, for you to choose from.
So Will, when
Yeah.
when you become a wizard and you're casting spells, they rely on intelligence for their spell casting and their DCs, so you're not going to want the minimum. At least with a paladin, it's mostly about hitting things with a weapon. So
Right.
most of the heavy lifting is being done by
I-
the cool weapon.
I'm not worried about the minimums. I'll pick spells that allow me to do what I need to do as a wizard.
Well, my point is the headband of intellect is worthwhile, even though it requires
Yeah, it
attunement,
gives
because it'll
you,
put you at 19, which is a
yeah.
+4.
It's really good because and you don't when you think about that, you don't necessarily have to put points in intellect right now. If you have the item, you could use that on a feat or on something else, that is beneficial for your new build.
Sure.
There's a lot of good feats.
It could be even on other stats. I don't know, what's your I don't know what would be beneficial, charisma or. But there's lucky. Lucky would be great for.
No, I would do something.
Didn't Ninja ban Lucky?
I don't know. Did he?
Yeah, I'm
What?
not a fan of it.
Okay. Fair.
I might need to replace something then.
Your alignment.
Yeah, we were just talking about how your alignment has to be lawful.
Yeah,
now.
you're lawful.
It's a paladin thing.
Wait, no, that isn't that
Yes.
you don't actually do that, do you?
Yes.
Are there no chaotic paladins? Is that not a thing?
I don't think so.
No, they're all lawful.
What about the literal oath breaker?
Then they're not a paladin, right?
Yeah,
Well, you
they're
just sign a
technically
oath.
like an anti-paladin.
You just sign your oath with your god. You want to break it?
Yeah, not. You can be clerics can be sworn to gods and not be like lawful. That's stupid.
No, clerics are different than paladins, though.
I am aware, but that's the same logic. That's dumb.
No, it's the idea of chivalry and law, and being like the police of D&D. Brain.
No,
It's
that's
it's
not
like
all the paladins. Paladins
no,
aren't
but it's like an archetype. That's all.
Yeah,
There's a
but I
lot
don't
of
want to do that.
there's a lot of other like things like that for other classes and things like even races.
Yeah, that's not fun though. Well,
That's the yeah, but you gain the powers of the paladin. Don't forget that.
I think part of the lawfulness of it is that you have to adhere to the oaths of being a paladin, and if you break those oaths that are like laws, as in lawful, then you are no longer a paladin. So it's kind of baked into the cake. I'm not necessarily going to say you have to like change your alignment hard as a hard change, but you're definitely like on a more lawful track. I'm pretty sure 5e doesn't demand that you be lawful the way previous editions used to, because I'm looking at it and it doesn't say it.
I think it does.
But you do have to adhere to the code of your order, because that is the paladin thing.
yeah, the Oathbreaker is right frickin' here. And he doesn't. There's no special rule saying that he's exempt from the law rules. Does the Oathbreaker have to be following the law?
What I'm saying is it's a previous edition thing. All previous
I know.
editions of the game required that you be lawful.
Yes, and they were stupid for that very reason.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. Like, or do you justify you gaining the power from that god and then just break your oath right away?
I don't know what your
Being
complaint
chaotic
is. You play your
doesn't mean
character
you
as the
can't-
lawful good anyway.
Being
Yeah,
chaotic-
yeah.
Being chaotic doesn't mean that you just like break your promises for stupid reasons.
Well, I'm not.
I mean, it's also kind
like-
of like in character that the wind god is just the embodiment of freedom anyway. So it's like, what are you being lawful to, sort of?
Good point.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna probably I'm gonna be winning
like you
evil
want
mind, by the way.
you want to be the example, the exemplar. You know what I mean? You want to represent your god as the paladin, the chosen one. You know what I mean? It's a matter. I think it's a matter of a honor than anything else.
I found what I was looking for. The Oath of the Ancients, the Fey Knight one, the Green Knight. The tenets have been preserved for uncounted centuries. It emphasizes the principles of good above any concerns of law and chaos.
Sure. Yeah, they diversified it a little bit more than it was in previous editions.
You know, I'll say this too. Back in second edition, there was a Dragon magazine where there was a paladin that was chaotic good. This is before they came out with like in fifth edition. There was the paladin of Alona, which was chaotic good. But this is like before they came out with that. But this is in Dragon magazine. It was like they were playing around with the idea of having a chaotic good paladin.
Yeah, it's like
for exactly like the Liberator class that was exactly in that archetype.
Is
So
it more
it
like
definitely exists.
is it more like a romantic type of paladin? You know, in a way.
Well, it was just something that they talked about back
Okay.
with Thaco in second edition and stuff. So it wasn't entirely absent. The idea of a paladin that wasn't lawful good, it was not entirely absent.
I think you're gonna still do it anyways, Torrent, Ringside. I don't think it's gonna be a challenge to role play, you know, as the way you do anyways. But you do want to try to bring, you know, justice, just in general, and try to resolve things, not necessarily in violence and all that stuff. That's a good thing.
I guess I'm just kind of like you said that, and like.
I know it was a little bit of a tease, you know, but
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell how serious you were being about that.
man, I'm probably the least serious in this room, you know. No, it's just a funny thing. Because it's imagine if I had to become lawful good. That would be a very big change, you know.
Mhm.
Well, most of
Wait, what?
the fire priests in the world are insane killers.
Yeah.
Like
they're
they
chaotic
they
and-
are just burning everybody to death because it's a sacrifice to the god of flame, so it's holy.
I kind of
Well,
wish
Krios has
that
done a good
before.
job with that. Yeah.
I mean, as far as
You
fire
know,
priests go, he is a very moderate one.
Well,
Elvis
we did started the campaign with me burning the slave workers in the farm camp.
Yeah, that whole farm blew up. That was fun.
Yeah, I do really wish you told me that beforehand. That would kind of, help me formulate my opinion about this person.
Well, that time at in Charvas or the Road of Fire, that was amazing role play. I mean, I was really weighing how this was going to go. You did a great job. You did a great job.
Well, he just wanted to set off the volcano.
Yeah,
What's
I
so
just
bad
wanted to
about
see
that?
what happened.
Bury
not?
the world in flame.
It's nature doing his own thing, you know.
Mad Marcus,
you-
he'd be into it.
If you were in a safe spot, you know, would you not want to see a volcano explode in front of you?
I know I do. I like to watch videos of volcanoes.
You know, like you knew for a
appreciate that.
fact.
Yeah, if it was not tied to everything else you said in that speech,
Yeah.
yes.
And the
Yeah,
volcanic
come
lightning
on.
is very cool too.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, there was a few other things, but you know, those are minor details. Okay, everybody.
Minor details. No, listen. Please don't think that you did anything wrong. That was beautiful, wonderful role playing, fantastically in character. Kudos, yes. So scary, but good.
It's like the Joker moment.
Okay, I feel like we're not going to get anybody else, so I can go ahead with what I had planned for tonight. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the epilogue. You guys are sailing away from your quest. You're resting on the airship to gain your levels. Taro pops up out of a portal and plops down on the deck looking like he's got a glow about him that he didn't have before.
Wait, I thought I needed to read that book for like 2 days.
You read that book for an entire week, but when you arrive on the airship, it's as if almost no time has passed. Your time in the plane of air has like a warped sense of time.
Do I feel a new vibe? Like a divine intervention type of thing?
Well, yeah, he's more divine than he was before. He is a divine
I'm just
caster
gonna
now.
check something really quick. Is that how all the elemental planes work? Time just sometimes quits.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the god. He changed time because he controls the plane of air. He can control the time moving through the plane of air.
Well, I meant, well, how generous of him.
Well, that is the sign every cleric go through, you know. Is generally some sort of something related to that element. Somebody falls in a pit of fire but doesn't burn type of thing, you know. And that's how they discover that they have like an affinity with the element. It's like being a chosen in that world, pretty much. My story is that I burned my village, and yeah, I caught on fire. But, anyways,
Well, that's fun. Do you have scars?
no, I was able to walk through everything, and I was unaffected.
All right. So you're flying on the airship, and suddenly another portal opens up, and
Uh-oh.
8 figures plop down on the deck.
Who are they?
It's Ulrig, Mosak Egg Stealer, Ulveth, or Ulvis the Telepath, Anzins
Aldridre.
the Heretic, and Conla and Lisanne the Tyrian Gladiators. And
That's a lot
they're
of
with
people.
Korganard, and they appear on the deck, and they're all badly wounded.
Oh,
And Mosek Egg Stealer is going to cry out, "No!" And he seems really mad at Korganard that he's been pulled away from the battle.
I'm gonna give Korganard a bit of lay on hands.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna assist with the healing. I'll group heal everybody.
Okay, so your allies here, they're going to tell you that Dragoth was furious and he unleashed all of his armies from New Eustenel. So a tremendous battle erupted. The battle for Cragmorta rages in the fiery depths of the lava cavern, where the ancient city lies dormant beneath a blanket of ash and smoke.
It rages still?
Yeah. Dragoth the Dracolich, with his formidable undead army and powerful allies, clashes against the defenders led by the valiant Korganard and his band of heroes. As the two armies face off, the ground trembles with the footsteps of the undead horde marching relentlessly forward. Dragoth's forces are terrifying sight to behold. Ranks of zombies, monster zombies, and towering zombie giants advance in unison, their eerie moans echoing off the cavern walls. The Dre Death Priests, with their mastery over necromantic magic, command their undead minions with precision, bolstering their ranks with dark energy. On the other side, the defenders brace themselves for the onslaught. The first-generation Dre brutes, led by their seasoned champions, they formed a disciplined phalanx, raising their shields interlocking as they prepared to meet the enemy head-on. The psionic sorcerers weave protective barriers around their comrades, while the rogue thieves moved stealthily along the edges of the battlefield, seeking opportunities to strike at vulnerable targets. Ulrig, the half-giant, was there, towering over her companions, wielding her weapons with deadly proficiency, cutting down swaths of undead with each swing. The Tyrian gladiators Techadril, Lisan, and Kanla fought with unmatched ferocity, their blades flashing in the dim light of the cavern. Above them, the juvenile air drake was swooping and diving, breathing blasts of lightning to decimate the enemy ranks. Mosek, with his cunning and strategic mind, had taken on the leadership role among the defenders and coordinated their movements with the help of Ulvas's telepathy, utilizing guerrilla tactics and exploiting the terrain of the caverns to gain an advantage over the more organized but perhaps less adaptable forces of Dragoth. The greatest warriors of the Dre, Gis Wallslayer and Histizio Snake Hunter, they served as the frontline fighters, charging into the thick of battle with ferocity. They would lead the charge against the undead horde, their strength and resilience inspiring their fellow Dre to fight with unwavering determination. Zio, the kineticist, and Ulvis, the telepath, were wielding their psionic powers, using their abilities to disrupt the enemy formations and sow confusion among the second-generation Dre. They had unleashed several devastating psionic blasts, targeting key enemy units and weakening their resolve. Anzins, with his fire magic, was channeling the power of the God of Flames to unleash fiery devastation upon the undead hordes. His spells would engulf the enemy in flames, incinerating whole swaths of zombies at a time in fireballs.
Did he survive?
Yeah, he's one of the ones that came with Korganard here. He's on the deck.
What about the snake chick and the fire giant?
Oh, I'm getting to that. Just hold your horses.
Oh.
Liz the Fence, Carice the Cutpurse, Sarah the Mastermind, Cross the Trickster, Fezzle the Thief, and Slod the Assassin, all the rogues that had gone in to do sabotage. They had utilized their agility and stealth to outmaneuver the enemy. They had launched ambushes, they had targeted high-value enemy commanders, and they had sabotaged the enemy's supply lines, dealing critical blows to Dragoth's forces from the shadows. Even the common Dre warriors, though lacking in specialized skills, they fought with ferocity because they had been taunted for so long by the spirit of Cragmorta, and they had been wanting this fight, and they were really into it. So they were the backbone of the defense, standing shoulder to shoulder with their more experienced comrades, ready to lay their lives down to protect their little piece of Cragmorta here. So,
Did they survive?
well, here's what happened. The battle intensified, and they called on their mercenaries, the fire giant shaman Brakor and the Golden Naga, and they said, "Help us win this fight." And Brakor stepped in, and he used his limited magic and his weapon to do some damage to the enemy. But the treacherous Golden Naga betrayed her erstwhile allies, unleashing devastating spells and attacks against the defenders. So, caught off
What?
guard by this betrayal, the defenders found themselves fighting a desperate
it.
battle on 2 fronts. In the midst of the chaos, Korganard the Avengian calls upon his vast psionic power to teleport himself and a select few away from the battlefield, ensuring their survival against overwhelming odds. I told you who he saved. But for the rest of the defenders, hope dwindles as their relentless tide of undead overwhelms them. Despite their valiant efforts, the defenders are ultimately defeated, their forces scattered and broken. Dragoth emerges victorious, his undead legions claiming the ancient city of Cragmorda as their own. The survivors are enslaved, forced to serve their new undead overlords. And so the Battle of Cragmorda comes to a bitter end, leaving behind only ash and sorrow in its wake.
Is this our fault?
Did they destroy the fire shrine?
They probably wouldn't destroy it, but they've captured the spot that it's in.
Okay, I had to
So,
go move.
Rakor is
far-
dead.
Wait, who's dead? Wait, hang on. I had to leave for a bit. I'm sorry. Please explain.
Rakor the fire giant.
is probably dead because
You
if
think so?
I would imagine.
Maybe he's a slave.
Who's
Oh, that makes
before?
sense.
Dragoth is
I-
the giant killer. He hates giants. He would definitely kill Brakor.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shoot.
thought that I informed Korganard to stop them from attacking the city after we destroyed the mirror, and Dragoth was just kind of sitting there looking at it, trying to wish it back to being fixed.
No, after a period of time, he just decided to attack.
Dragoth commanded
No.
his entire army to attack.
Yeah.
They took Cragmorda.
Yeah.
Now
There's
they
no,
occupy
uh,
Greastonell itself.
The thing is
Okay.
that we trusted the snake chick, and that was the wrong decision.
Okay, I have more questions now. So, okay, Cragmorda fell. So,
We could all
Okay,
maybe
where-
we could potentially get vengeance one day by.
Do you still want to marry her?
No, we can
Wait,
sacrifice
she-
her, capture her and sacrifice her.
Why did she freaking betray us?
So,
Because she's an infiltrator probably.
okay, so
she
the
crossed
Golden Naga said, I need to get back to my plane through the planar gate. We need to conquer the city. We need to recapture the planar gate and then send me home.
Yeah.
And so when you destroyed the planar gate, that quest was failed.
We betrayed her. Yeah.
And then when Dragoth's army attacked and she realized that she wasn't going to get home, she might have
Figured it out.
communicated with Dragoth and made a deal.
Yeah.
Because
Or
if you
even
guys are
without communication, she can figure out the writing on the wall at
Right.
that point. Even without, knowing her motivations, that checks out even without communicating with Dragoth.
Yeah.
she could see
So
which side
we
was winning the
have-
fight.
So revenge is quite okay in my opinion.
We have plane shift. We could have still got her home.
What?
Nah, you can't get to her plane without a planar gate.
There's no plane
okay.
shift in Athos, isn't there?
You can plane shift to the elemental planes, and you can plane
Oh.
shift to the plane of the gray.
It's a
Oh, okay.
limited bubble. It's
You just can't get to the Forgotten Realms.
some of the area that we could potentially like attempt to explore like in a future is like the moon, some of the moons of
That's true. The
Avatar.
moons do have air on them and civilizations.
yeah, they have jungles and stuff like that.
There are actually portals that take you to both of the moons.
Go to the moon.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
One of them's got a big jungle on it.
It's like some high level stuff over there probably.
Yeah, I don't know if the guides ever got into it too much.
That's my guess because
What I've said about them is about all that is known to be known about those places at all. Everything else
is it
would have to be
possible?
made up.
Is it possible that there's a lot of halflings out there?
On the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd be
Maybe
making it
they
up as we
fled?
go, so anything's possible.
Yeah, well, that's an idea. Maybe there's a big capital for. Maybe that's where that magical spear is, the one to kill Sorcerer King.
So this is a new wrinkle in things. So now the first generation Dre are slaves, and they're being used as slave labor to clean up Giustinel. the ruins of Gusenel are going to be turned back into a functional city for Dragoth and his army.
Okay.
Well, we gotta tell those dudes to leave right away. Like the guys working in the pits, the priest, and the elves. Even if we don't really like the elves, we should tell them that.
Yeah, as
There's
soon as
an
the elves
army
see
coming.
the activity with all the undead and Dre,
Yeah.
they're going to get out of there.
We could inform them. We're pretty close to them when we port back to the ship.
And the Silt Priest, he's too well hidden. He's out in the silt. Nobody's getting to him.
As far as Jessex and the Loyal and Mara and so on, they were with us, weren't they?
Yeah, they're
So they
with
made
you
it
on the
out.
ship. When you teleported back, you teleported with them.
Okay.
And we got the plans as well that we have to deliver to Nimine.
Yeah.
I took a drawing. I made a drawing of the plan of attack on Nimine.
So I have questions still.
Hello.
Yeah.
Where is Kragnos?
Cragmorta and Nuguistanel are way down below us. Miles below,
Okay.
below the ground.
What did we do in Kragmorta?
Made friends with the Dre. The Dre were the mutant second generation offspring of
Yes,
Dragoth and his transformation chamber.
Yeah, the mutant, the first generation.
But we made friends with them. And we were. Go ahead.
Okay, we broke the mirror, and that caused Dragoth to get all mad, and then he attacked where?
Craig Morta.
Why?
Because that's where the army was gathering to attack New Gistunel. So your army was gathered there, and his army, in search of you, attacked them.
That really oh, the fuck. All right, now it's
Yeah.
all clicking.
But it's bad kind of an ending for them. But we stopped that Sorcerer King from being able to bring in demons in this world to take over the planet.
I was hoping that we did enough with destroying the side mission complete of destroying the necromantic orb that we would be able to, not have him enough, able to project force and take out.
So it's
Dre.
interesting. The undead become a use it or lose it resource at this point. He had the orb that kept them in sort of a stable holding pattern and could guide them all simultaneously. But now he has to have all of his death priests each cast control undead at the highest level they possibly can to control as many of the undead as they possibly can.
Oh, okay. I can appreciate that.
Yep. That's just something we didn't really know. We underestimated the entire thing because we had no clue what they were capable of.
So that could have gone a lot of different ways. Had you stayed and fought that battle that I just described, you probably could have won it. If you had helped and all of your forces were in one spot, all the high-level heroes, everybody throwing everything at it, you could have won that fight. But instead, you accomplished your actual objectives, and then you bounced with a teleport spell. So it's mission accomplished, but then there's consequences for those mission accomplished states because Dragoth still has a lot of forces and a lot of power, and he's real mad.
Yeah, but he's enraged and we're capable of predicting his move. So next time there's a battle, we'll be able to intervene, and prepare.
Unfortunately, most of your important allies survived.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. The giant, knowing that he was not gonna be able to go back through the portal, I was hoping to be able to send him in the world of flames in this world, and then at least there he's able to find a new home. You know what I mean?
Well, is it too late to launch a rescue operation? I mean,
I sent a message to
Well,
the Naga.
The only way that we could do it is if I use. Sorry to interrupt there. Is if I use a level 6 spell to teleport us to the temple instead of leaving, and then we could go into the battle, or we can go and try to save him and port back to the ship, and we might be able to save the dude. But I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
you're
it
too
depends.
far away to communicate with her.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Sending works like unless she's on a different plane of existence.
Oh, is that the one that works anywhere on this plane? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was the message?
I sent it to you.
Yeah, I don't check DMs. I understand your rage, but you know you cannot trust Dragoth. I don't ask you to turn yet, but keep your options open. All right, she doesn't respond.
So she doesn't even know that the gate is down yet.
Yeah, she
That's-
figured it out.
We should probably figure it out. Okay.
But I don't know. You know, the only way to be able to help her still is if we had potentially a way to export her back to her realm, you know, with like different magic or research or whatever, you know.
There's no chance that. Well, you know, Korgar made a decision. Instead of contacting us to try and get us down there, he said, "You know what? I'm gonna nope out here as many as I can."
Yeah, the tide was really turning against the defenders, and Dragoth was about to totally win over everybody, and so he got out with who he could get out with. The other event that's important to note here, now, Lisanne and Kanla are here, and they are inconsolable because T'Chadril stayed behind to give them a moment to get away. And
Who's
T'Chadril has
Oh.
been captured.
Chadril isn't
He's-
Chadril one of the book?
No, he's one of the fighters in
He's
the
one of the
arena.
gladiators from Tyr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a book character.
Is it? Yeah, I think so. He is because he was in the pit with us.
His name is
He was the top
T'Chadril.
gladiator.
That's definitely a made-up character.
Oh, is it a way to communicate with him magically and see if he's still responding?
Sure. Do you want to try to contact T'Chadril?
Yeah.
Taro?
What is it? Sending
Oh, right,
spell
sending.
or what?
All right, I'll give him a sending spell.
All right.
You attempt to talk to him. You know him.
Do I?
Yeah. You
don't
briefly,
even know.
you met him. You talk with him.
What did your message say?
I didn't think that far ahead. Hold on a second.
What about something like, are you still alive? Is there a way to save you if you're captured? Something like that.
Well,
I'll do a sending.
well,
regardless
I'll
of
do
what
it
your
as-
message is, his message in response is, oh God, it's changing me."
Oh no,
Oh yeah.
he's becoming a lizard.
I'm gonna try sending spell one more time.
Ninja, you are cruel.
Well, that's what I said would happen. Anybody who gets captured by Dragoth gets thrown in the transformation pod. Especially if they're a fine specimen of a human like T'Chadril. He's
He's been
definitely
waiting
going
on
to
this.
become a
Yeah.
perfect second generation Dre.
Hey guys, what do you remember about Chadrol, like personally?
I don't know, he's a Chad.
Nice. Nice.
He was a man amongst
Does
men.
he have
He
what
was
they
a
say?
warrior.
Every woman
Doesn't
wanted
like-
him. That's what I heard.
Does he have like a kid or something?
No,
Does
he
he
has
have
a
a
lot.
child? No.
No, he has a lot of girlfriends though.
Probably a few he doesn't know about.
Yeah. Like he's a mega Chad and Tyr, you know.
Okay, I'm sending him another message spell.
He's passed out.
Or sending. Frick.
The pain, the pain and the agony of the
I was
transformation.
expecting that. Yeah.
Are you gonna tell it to his girlfriends?
Fortunately, he made his con save, so he's not dead.
Oh, we can maybe save him. But do we know?
But the transformation is irreversible.
Yeah, but does he become automatically evil?
And can I kill him and bring him back with reincarnation? Will that change his race?
Yeah, I think that would.
Potentially a wish or something like that.
Yeah, there's ways.
I don't have access to 9th level spell. That's more expensive than reincarnation.
Corganard does.
Yeah. I'm gonna use
Ringside.
up some sorcery points really quick. Hey, I'm gonna the clairvoyance the area where I defiled his fancy skull.
I know one person that can actually do a wish.
Okay. It seems as if some attempt has been made to repair the damage you did.
Did it work?
More or less. You can't really repair art that's been damaged, but you know, it's intact.
I'm surprised the mending cantrip wouldn't have fixed that.
Is it possible to save him?
Well, it would be a whole side mission to go back down in there and get him out.
Yeah.
No.
But also, you know that this army is getting ready to attack Nibene, so you did have that original plan of going west and warning him.
Time is something of the essence in that.
Well, I think ringside you're gonna have to announce his girlfriends that he's a lizard man now.
Boy, that's gonna be an awkward reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Does the change happen like immediately in the pod, or like does it take days?
It's done. It's done.
Oh, okay.
Can I be there when you announce it to his girlfriends that he became a lizard man?
You want to see it?
Why am I announcing this?
You're the one who communicated with him. I don't know what he said.
For frick's sake.
Maybe the ladies are into the scalies.
I just want to observe what's gonna happen.
Maybe they just like him for his combat ability.
Maybe they like lizard people.
In any event, we're taking a nap and we're taking the fight back to his freaking door.
You're lizard paladin now,
really?
no?
I thought we were going.
I think it. I think it would be better if we did the fight at Nibene's place. I mean, they have walls and defenses rather than trying to do a home front battle on them where they have defenses and stuff.
And maybe we'll still be able to save him after the battle. We'll be able to find him, potentially.
And I don't think that they can, if they have any zombies left, I don't think they can bring them out this far now that we've destroyed their orb.
Well, as long as there's priests controlling each little group of them. I think Command Undead lets you control, or Control Undead lets you control 3 of them, and then you can upcast it to control more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not like all of them, right? There was a lot.
Yeah,
that's as money as they're taking. So
yeah, I can jump in the middle of them and just explode them.
So they're a very religious society. Most of them are death priests. So most of them can
if they are
control 3.
No, but
yeah,
Nibene...
if they are doing that, then it's still taking up all their spells to get here by doing that.
Though, don't forget in Nibene, they have powerful priesthoods. They have a lot of fire clerics. They have a lot of water clerics. They have earth clerics.
Yeah, water clerics too. That's true.
Yeah, they have a lot of different temples.
Yeah, one of the more permissive city-states about religion.
Yeah, so they'll be able to do a lot of destroy undead or scare them away.
Hey, where did I leave my dragon?
Your air drake.
Oh shoot!
He was in the battle.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
It's unknown.
Where is he?
Are you gonna try to contact your air drake?
For frick's sake, I'm running out of spells.
I can attempt, but I don't know how he's gonna respond to me.
Just try it.
I will cast Sending. And as the creature, where are you? I would like to see. where you're at. Are you able to escape?
Does that give you the ability to understand the creature?
I don't know.
I think it would. It'd kind of be stupid if it didn't. Hold on.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's only castable on.
at a minimum, you know it's alive. If nothing else, it growls back to you.
The spell enables creatures with it recognizes you.
So am I getting like a sign of life, whatever
Yeah.
it might be?
Yeah, it growls back.
So I let
Okay,
you
know what? I'm
know.
sending a freaking sending spell.
Hmm?
I'm casting the freaking spell. I want to know what happened to my dragon.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's alive.
Where and like, is it like in jail or something?
Yeah, it's been captured somewhere in New Gustenel.
Come on. Are we going down to go get your dragon? Because
Well,
okay, I'm. I'll tell you this. Do you mention any of this out loud,
Yes.
or do I hear? Okay. I for one would not mind staying to do guerrilla tactics against our Dragoth enemies here. If others such as Taurus, you want to go take the planets of Nibene, I will stay with their army and hopefully keep safe enough, but maybe take out a few of their controllers here and there. But I can also help with any rescue. I'd be glad to address that.
I am going to give you temper. I'm just gonna lend you my amulet that I have that allows me to breathe through any type of gas or no oxygen and any poisons and stuff so like that. So if ever you need to, you could go and hide in the silt and still be able to breathe.
Okay.
As long as you want.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
going on a stealth quest.
I just let you know that I would like to see it back when you come back.
I will.
Let's go frickin' get this guy.
As a lizard or a human, I will come back.
Fair enough.
Hey, how long do the mutant Dragoth things live?
Full normal lifespan. 70 years.
Tempting. Wait, what?
70 years, he said.
Oh, I thought he said 10 years for a second.
No. 70.
Alright, let's go. Well.
Okay. I grab the sides of my cloak and take off.
So you're flying back to the city to sneak in?
Yeah, unless he's got a faster way.
Do you have Taurus to help you? You can still like invisible fly anywhere.
Taurus would not mind joining me. Yeah,
And he
he
has
wants to
really
be
good-
stealthy.
Are you
Yeah.
planning to split the party and the airship still goes to warn Nibene?
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Well, I will keep on going, but I'm going to give you this sphere, and this is the item that will allow you to teleport back to the ship.
Oh, well, there you go.
And but I will keep on going to Nibene, and I will give him the plan, and let him know that an army of lizard, and I'll use this guy's self to show him what they look like.
So is
We'll
it
have to
just Orin and Ringsight? You said you wanted
Taurus?
Taurus to go to? Okay, so 3 people return to
And
Gustenel.
all of you have fruits of healing.
Yeah, I've got a few apples. I thought I had a tablet left over. I'm not seeing in my. I wrote it down here, but I thought I had a tablet.
Yeah, because you won't have a healer with yourself. And I'm not discreet, I'm way too noisy in my armor.
So Grimoire, Morg, and Sol on the airship flying west. Orin, Ringsight, and Taurus not on a ship flying east.
And Morg, what do you think of what we have accomplished?
I'm still terrified that I was almost trapped in that little crystal and you guys were not even looking for me.
Nobody
Oh,
said a word.
sorry. I was
Oh-
distracted by that
oh,
giant tail that
yeah.
hit me from
Yeah.
that undead sorcerer king that was right in front of, and there was giants too. I'm so sorry, but actually it helped me when he hit me because he shoot me away from all the danger. But I'm glad that you're back. If we could have helped you, we would have. We're not in a good position.
I mean, I do understand the stress you guys were in at the same time.
Well, I can tell you one thing: if we did not force ourselves to destroy that mirror, he would have actually killed us. And it's only because we destroyed it that he was distracted and we could actually flee altogether.
That
Anyway,
is true.
let's get this show on the road, right? Freaking put this undead dragon's tail in its tongue.
I don't know what kind of metaphor that's for, but I'm for it.
Going after Dragoth would be a poor choice.
And more knowing the group that we have, I'm sure that we would have gone back to get you at some point. One way or
Not
another.
literally doing that, just, metaphorically. We're gonna go freaking free the dragon and our other allies if we have the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to say this. Yeah, I'll put it in a chat. I'll put it in chat. There we go.
You guys do your secret mission?
Yeah, I'm kind of still waiting to hear what your plan is. Like, how are you actually going to get in there to do this?
Well, we are invisible. If we, I don't know, hide in Taurus's genes.
Hey, we're still going to Nibinate, right?
We aren't.
The party is split.
Us.
Oren, Ringsight, and Taurus are returning to Giustanel. Grimorn, Morg, and Sol are on the airship flying west to Nibinate to warn him.
Okay, so I'm going to Nibinate.
Not sure. Hey guys, how are we gonna get over there? Or how are we gonna get there stealthily?
Taurus says, I am a smart thief, so I will be invisible and fly in. And if somebody sees me, I'll hit them 3 times.
Okay. So you have a sense for
Simple,
where
not
your
quite.
dragon is? Your dragon is in Nuguisinel, or is it in where we left it in the battle? What?
Its last known location was Crag Morta.
And I
So
think
if
we're heading
it would
to
seem we're going to
Cragmorta.
Cragmorta, right? So unless we have a faster way of getting there, we're flying down through the Underdark tunnels.
How
Beating-
far away is Cragmorta from where we're at?
Miles underground.
What I can potentially do, I can open a portal, and it will lead you to the Shrine of Fire. But I don't know what you're gonna find on the other side.
I guess if we all hide it under... Hang on. I've been there, right? To that shrine?
Yes,
Cragmorta?
that's how we got back there.
Okay. I'm gonna use a... Wait. Hang on, I can do this, can I? I'm gonna Clairvoyance again, using a 4th level spell slot. To Clairvoyance the area where that shrine is at.
Okay. Your sensor appears in Crag Morta. You're looking out over the scene of a grisly battlefield. The dead lie everywhere. There are many shattered bodies of zombies and skeletons. There are many crumpled forms of first and second generation Dre. You can see the large smoldering body of Brakor, the fire giant, laying surrounded by piles of enemies that he killed before they took him down.
Hmm.
You don't see the air drake anywhere around. You don't see a dead body, at least, so that's reassuring.
Hey,
The one-
Grimorn, you wouldn't.
Huh?
Our fire cleric wouldn't happen to have a revivification in a bottle, would he?
No. But what I can do, though, I can give you this scroll of protection against evil, and I can ask the casters here and use a tattoo to disguise you and the rest of the group. Even if you go in hidden, it would be good to still be disguised for anything you do out there.
All right, let's do that.
All right. What form do you take?
New Generation Dre.
One of their
Oh,
the-
Templar as well, huh?
yeah, Templars, the characters that we made that we used last week, the lizard people. These ones here. Those
One
are
of the
good.
regular citizen ones?
Yeah, the ones that I created for Morg, myself, and Saul.
Okay.
We're not gonna use them right now. Where do you want them?
And just put them right here. By the ship, where it says estuary.
Oh, give me a second.
That's a good question, actually. Do I have that spell? Where is it? No. Wait.
Here, the 3. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
You choose the one you want. There's 3 characters. Whatever you think you like the best.
So here's the Taurus one, and here's
Oh, he's a paladin with the shield and the sword.
yeah, so that's the ring sight one. I
Yeah,
guess this
and
one
that's-
will be the Orant.
Yeah, it works. It actually works for this group. That's pretty cool. Oh, and roll your 2d10 for Eros Feast
Okay.
before I send you out into the abyss. You got a lot to be able to survive, but you know. Who wants to roll for Taurus? Morg, do you want to roll for Taurus? 2d10.
Bonus temp HP.
Yeah.
Maybe Morg can play as Taurus for a little bit.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, wait a
I was
second.
planning to do a little something on the airship as well during all this.
Oh. Yeah, but you can do both.
13 for Taurus.
Plus 13 health.
Pretty good.
So, Taurus, those health here, what is it supposed to be at level 16? Is he going to be at like 300 health or some shit?
I'll take a look. D&D Beyond says 276 hit points.
Oh my.
You are pretty much there, 300 hit points. Triple what anybody else has.
I got no. Hey, you know what? I have 179 now.
Wow.
Level 16 half giant barbarian with a double hit dice. All D12s.
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, how much health does he have?
276 hit points.
Yeah.
Jeez, okay, he's a boss. He's a boss monster then. Thank you for informing me.
He is a half giant. He's twice your
Where's
size,
my-
so it's
Where's my health there?
it is their biggest class feature, or not class feature, racial feature.
Did somebody change my health?
I think I might have done yours on accident because it's slightly colorblind with red and orange.
Oh yeah. Here. I'm colorblind too, so you know. Who knows? We're fucked. We can't.
I think, yeah, mine was 179. I was like, wait, why is my orange one 179? And I changed it back to 133.
Yeah, it says Grimoire on this one here. Look. What are you talking? Oh, did I change yours by accident?
Yeah, you did. So I changed mine to what?
Oh,
I
okay.
think both. Yeah,
That is funny. Sorry, man.
we changed each other's on accident.
That's funny. I got 11.
I sent a picture.
So I am at 190 health with the Eros feat.
Nice.
Now this picture represents Taurus better than I initially thought.
I actually did break 100.
If a weapon is already magical and I cast elemental weapon on it, does the +1 to hit and damage add on to it, or no?
I think so. Pretty much what he does, he throws like 10d20 and it gives you massive numbers.
Is it just adding a +1, the elemental thing?
I think he gets a plus 20 to his hit, some shit like that, and then a plus 20 to damage.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
wait,
Taurus
am
has.
I playing Taurus's character or something?
Yeah. You're gonna use him if he fights. You roll his his stealth and all that stuff. He can fly and be invisible, and you're disguised.
He's about to be in his own fight, though. You might want to
There you
leave that
go.
to me.
Oh.
Okay.
So, everybody steps through the portal to Cragmortar, right?
Well,
Us
oh, we
two.
can't see through it, can we? We can't see what's on the other side.
I did. It's fine. There's just a lot
okay.
of corpses.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Okay, so we're going through, yes.
Okay. You step through the portal and the portal closes. Just then on the airship, you hear a voice screech, "They have divided! Attack while they are weak!" And a whole bunch of enemies swoop down out of the clouds.
Well, they're fucked. I'm gonna hurt quake the ship.
No. I can make one of them retarded. I have feeble mind now.
Oh.
Wait, what does sunburst do? Sunburst.
I don't know.
I need to count all my spells. I don't remember how many I saved. 1, 2.
Where's my level 8?
So it sounds like we're going to do the airship battle first. I should probably go to dinner with the family and come back.
Well, I was just going to do it in the initiative order, so when your turn came up, you'd be able to do your thing
Oh.
wherever you're at. But, I mean, if you want to divide it up, we could just do the airship battle separate.
That would probably. I'm going to be needing to step away in a moment here anyway, so just FYI.
Okay, well, I'll just do the airship battle then.
Okay. I'm going to check out now and come back when I can.
Okay, so Grimoire Morgan Soul. So not Orin, not Taurus, not Ringside. There we go. Okay, the Tyrax Riders
The what?
swoop down out of the clouds, becoming visible. They were invisible when they attack. This one comes down here and sees Mares, the barbarian, working on his ballista here, and it's going to deliver a vicious attack against him. The Tyrax Rider is going
Tyrax,
to
okay.
make one bite attack, and its rider is going to make 2 sword slashes. The bite attack hits, and both sword slashes hit. Brutal. All right. So let's see, 23, 33, 41.
Wait, are some of these Terex riders underneath the hull?
Where's your character? Are you in the
50.
downstairs?
These
My character?
are riding
I haven't
Tyraxes that
seen
are
them
in the
though.
hold that belong to you.
Yep.
These are the enemy ones that are labeled riding Tyrax.
Wait, why can't I? Okay, it's just lagging. Do I just put myself wherever on the deck?
Whose turn is it?
So
I
the riding
hate
Tyraxes
you.
are attacking. Mares is pinned to the deck. He's being bit by the Tyrax, and the rider slashes him twice. viciously. A crazy attack. Terax dive. All right. So over here, these two, they're going to dive at the deck. The Terex Rider and its mount dive bomb towards the target within 30 feet. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the target must make a DC 19 dexterity saving throw or take 22 bludgeoning damage. Bosun Portinx and Gar the Bowyer were up on this upper deck, and they scream as the Terex Riders swoop down, appearing out of nowhere to attack. They roll their saves, and they both fail miserably. Ouch.
Jesus, this is going horribly.
So they take the 22 damage as they're beat down to the deck.
Do we have healers on the deck except for me?
Okay, they have to make a strength save now. Okay.
Aren't also one of your fire clerics on the ship? Does he not have healing?
Yeah, he's in the basement, but I don't have a stat block for him.
So
hang on a second. Hey, don't I have some frickin' Teraxes in the basement?
you do.
What are you gonna do? Make them mate with each other?
Hilarious. No,
And
I have a much better idea.
So the bosun gets pinned down. She goes prone. She doesn't have the strength to resist.
Oh.
Gar the Bowyer resists the knockdown effect.
We have Ulreg with us.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
She was badly wounded in the battle, though. She only has the hit
Oh,
points
shoot.
that you gave her with a healing spell, and she's down below dex.
Okay.
Wait, would I have been able to heal her before this encounter when we teleported onto the ship, or like is that?
I remember people saying they were going to cast some healing spells, so it's up
Yeah.
to you how many you use.
Is
give me-
this attack happening after our long rest that we had when we leveled up?
Yeah, you did have 8 hours where you were able to level up, and this happens almost immediately afterwards.
Yeah, then I could have healed her. Cause I had a lot of spells. I could have healed her
No.
to full.
8 hours go by, then she appears, then you hear the story, then the attack happens.
Okay. I would have given her like, let's see, how badly did she look wounded?
So she was down to like 10% of her hit points. She was critically wounded. She normally has, what, 138? So she had like 15 hit points left.
I would have given her 40 of my good berries so she can heal 40.
Okay, I marked that she has 55 HP now. She gorges herself on berries until her belly is swollen, as if she were pregnant with Taurus's many giant babies.
I'm gonna roll a heal.
What an oddly
Several
specific
heals, but-
metaphor.
So I'm
He's eating
healing.
for many.
I'm healing for 47.
On Ulrich?
Whoever has big wounds. Or we could divide it by 2 because it's 2 different heals. And split it like, I don't know, 23 on each individual.
Do you want to do Mosak Egg Stealer? He's probably your highest level dude.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
How many hit points did you say? 22?
About 47 or split between 2
47.
and
He
23.
already had like 30.
Or 23 and 24.
Okay. He's got most of his hit points now.
That's good. And then somebody else, or?
I gave it all to just him.
Okay, good.
Some of the others are kind of low level. They wouldn't be too helpful. They go below decks. Lisan and Kanla are only level 6.
What level are these things like looking like? Are Are they pretty fancy enemies, or are they just like seagulls from?
Okay, so these Terraks are way bigger than normal. They have been magically enlarged. And their riders seem to be elite level pirates based on the gear that they're equipped with.
All right. Fair enough.
And Miraz, you've encountered Miraz before. Orin's not here, but Orin stole Miraz's spell book when you fought the Silt pirates not too long ago.
True. Okay. And,
And
Sol
he's
is on
here
the
to
ship
get
somewhere.
revenge.
Wait, we gotta put Sol somewhere on the table.
Yeah, wherever you want to put him, that's fine.
Wait, who has the spell book?
Orin?
Yeah.
Is Orin still there?
No.
No, he's with you.
Oh.
So this fool attacked the wrong group.
Well, he knew to attack you when your party was split, so that was a smart move.
Yeah. Whose turn is it?
Miraz's turn, I suppose. Miraz is going to cast a spell. He says, "You've done me wrong, and I'll have my revenge. Storm Cloud." A dark, rumbling storm cloud manifests in
spell.
a 20-foot radius. It's a 5th level spell.
Okay. So it's just a third level counter. So roll what, a d20?
Yep.
Is there any bonus or no?
It's like a caster check, I think.
So that gives me what, a +5 or what? Well, no, I failed anyways.
Wait. Do I have counterspell that's a spell, or do I only have it?
Your proficiency's
Well,
5 and
tattoo?
your wisdom's 5 too, right?
Potentially tattoo.
So that's 10.
What? My wisdom bonus is +10.
Yeah. So, wait, your wisdom bonus is +10?
Yeah, but not my spell. My spell modifier is +5.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the number you'd be using. So,
Yeah, so I fell.
You failed. He casts Storm Cloud. The area is heavily obscured. You are inside a powerful dust storm now that crackles with lightning. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So, let me see. Miraz's saving throw is...
Oh, I don't have my spell canceling bracelet anymore.
DC 17.
Bleh.
Who's making DC 17 save?
It's a 20-foot radius sphere. Let me see here.
I think we just take damage, pretty much.
Let me try to measure this out to see who's getting hit.
20 feet.
Okay.
That's 20 feet.
He's going to try to hit the most number of people with one shot, so he's probably going to throw it, like, here. Just a little further. Here. Like so. Okay, so everybody in there needs to make a DC 17 dexterity save, otherwise 4d10 of lightning damage will hit the deck and blast them. Creatures wearing armor made of metal have disadvantage on the saving throw, and while inside the cloud, the creature is deafened from the sound of rumbling thunder.
That's okay. Anybody else? Oh, actually, Sia has a counter spell as a spell. Can he attempt it?
Yeah, he would attempt it as a reaction.
I don't know his thing. Who wants to roll for him?
I'm rolling. I rolled a 1. He failed.
Holy shit! All right.
This is what happens when he doesn't show up. I roll badly for him. Mwahahaha.
Well, I'm gonna fail this dex. So tell me.
No, Greg.
Yeah, I failed. Literally failed. Like I rolled a fucking 1. No. Yeah, doesn't matter what else I would have rolled.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Okay, so Korik tries to avoid the lightning. He takes 35 damage.
So I take 35.
Yeah, if you fail your save, it's going to do 35 damage. Why are there 2 Guard the Bowyers? Hang on. Let me put this Guard the Bowyer over here. And get rid of this Guard the Bowyer.
Alright, that's annoying.
Okay, so he wasn't there. Mares. Oh, you rolled a 2. This is a bad day for mares. Let me just look. Mares is down. Ah.
You son of a bitch. Is that minus 80? No. How low is he?
He's at 0.
Okay.
It doesn't go into the negatives in this game. He just
Okay.
drops to 0. Grack in the back fails to dodge. Takes the full 35 damage. Lightning blasts him in the face and he drops. Ah!
Where's Corganard?
Soul fails. Ouch. Corganard was wounded and he's below decks. He was sound asleep, so he's surprised by the sound of thunder below or above deck, and he's going to respond shortly. Okay, Gramorn, you are in heavily obscured dark clouds crackling with electricity, and you can barely see anything, but you can hear your friends all around you crying out in pain and collapsing to the deck. You can hear the crack of your siege weapons crumbling under the assault of the storm blast.
That's annoying.
Mraz is throwing the forces of nature at the airship here. He's probably done a bunch of damage to the ship itself, like lightning blasting the wood planks of your ship and setting them alight. There's little fires all over the place.
I will cast a level 5 Dispel Magic.
Alright, you've ended his spell.
As a bonus action, I am going to cast my sword and attack this vile creature.
That's good. He could have kept that up for many, many turns.
Yeah, I'm not going to play with that. It's going to kill everyone on the ship.
Yeah, your people are kind of low level, so they're getting crushed by these high-level spells.
Okay, give me a second. Attack hit 29.
Against Mraz?
Yeah, against that, the one near me.
Oh, the one that's on the deck here.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
in front of me. With 12 damage.
Good hit. 12 damage.
I use all my actions, and I'm not moving. I'm gonna stay here.
So they have a weird power. It says any attack that targets the mount but hits the rider instead has disadvantage.
What kind of spell is that?
I feel like that's worded a weird way. I don't know. I
It's,
think
like,
I think the way
confusing.
it's worded is like for a riding class, they have a thing where you have to attack the rider. If you attack the mount, it's with disadvantage because they're defending their mount. Something like that.
Okay.
I think it's just
Well,
worded weirdly.
I guess I would have attacked the rider.
Okay. He seems like a grizzled and tough pirate. It didn't do a lot of damage to him. Barely a scratch.
29, is that exceptional?
Armor armor class is 17, so yeah, it is.
So can I re-roll the one?
For sure.
I'm gonna re-roll that. It's a good thing I remember that. I normally don't do like physical attacks, so. Let's get something bigger. Come on, come on. 2 more.
All right.
So 14.
So Sia is going to give a bardic inspiration to you, and then he's going to fire his bow at the. He's going to fire his bow at Miraz with the entangling shot, and he hits. I have to look up his abilities here.
Oh yeah, I try to yell to Saul, like I tell him like if you have a dispel magic, like try to use it on his spells if he casts these lightning bolt again. It's kind of fun though. It's like it doesn't happen often that we fight in this kind of formation. What's your plan, Morg?
Is it my turn now?
Not yet.
There's.
I'm trying to figure out how to play Soul's character because he's not here. I should just have him run below decks and take the dodge action.
It's really hard for me to engage these other creatures while we have a bunch of weak NPCs on deck because I don't want to AoE blast them. There's 3 Paterax people and Maras. That's it. There's just 4 enemies.
Yeah.
Well, do you have riders on the? There are riders on the flank team.
Yeah, but I'm not counting them as like separate enemies. Okay. I will. Wait, is Mara's is he down? What's with him?
Mares is down, yeah.
Yep.
Like unconscious down, or he's just prone?
Nah, he got hit for like 80 damage. He only has 40 hit points.
Oh. I'm going to cast Charm Person level 3 and charm the remaining 3 Pteryx Riders, or at least attempt to. They have to roll a DC. What's my DC now? Did it get upgraded? 21 Wisdom saving, or 22 Wisdom saving throw now.
Nice. Trax
And
Rider.
Orlich.
Charisma
What
save?
can I make them do once I'm charmed? Wisdom saving throw, not charisma.
Well, throw the riders off of their back.
I got +2.
Could rock them off. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, they all fail. They're charmed.
Nice. They attack each other.
I will tell them as friends to why would you guys be why are we fighting our friends? You guys should just leave and go rob somebody else. I saw another airship over there. You guys should go get some loot from them.
Oh, you're right. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what came over me. What a foolish thing to do to my best friend. You will forgive me, won't you, pal?
Yeah, sure. Just gotta pick up my other friends over here that are. Is Grack unconscious or is he dead?
He's down too.
He is rolling his death saves. He got struck by lightning.
I'm gonna have to heal them.
Yeah, I need to help my other friends. Could you please leave us be? Thank you.
That's powerful. All right. So we go back to the top. The Tyrax riders, saying they're ever so sorry, will get up and fly away.
Upcasting level 1 spells are helpful sometimes.
Is the other bad guy still with us? Don't want to ship.
I'm still trying to figure out Miraz's deal.
Where is he?
I'm trying to figure this out. So Sia has
Oh, he grappled him.
the archer feature where he can shoot an arrow that grabs.
Oh.
So did he know who had the book and just choose to attack here?
No, he didn't. He didn't know who was on the ship and who wasn't.
He followed us, and then when he saw that we split, he decided to attack the ship because he thought we were going to be weak. But he got grappled. His spell got dispelled. He did get some of our dudes down, but we can probably save them. And Morg got rid of his allies for good, pretty much.
So
I
what
was
is it?
not.
They are
I was
charmed for
not
1 hour.
expecting-
Okay, so maybe it's this one. When this arrow strikes its target, conjuration magic creates grasping poisonous brambles which wrap around the target. The creature hit by the arrows takes an extra 2d6 poison damage, which is 7. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes slashing damage the first time it moves on its turn each turn without teleporting.
Damn, that thing is vicious.
It has to make a strength athletics check against your arcane shot save DC, otherwise the brambles last for a minute or until you use this option again. Okay, so what happened is Miraz was hit by this grasping arrow which wrapped brambles around his thorax. So he is currently like much lower because he is falling.
Oh shoot!
Because thorax cannot fly when it is entangled.
Oh, so is he just falling down the ship?
So he is falling to his death, but they're going to roll a strength save to try to burst out of the thing. He rolls a 3.
Sorry, who's falling to their death?
Miraz the wizard.
I just fall and die by crashing.
Why? Happened to him.
That is like the best round of attack ever.
Wait, I'm confused. What actually happened to him?
Everything worked. That's what happened.
Let's see how much fall damage he takes.
Ninja, please. I need to know how he fell before you tell
Ouch.
me that.
81 fall damage.
Saul shot him with an arrow and it entangled his thorax,
Yeah,
and
so-
since its wings are bound, it can't fly.
Soul has levels as an arcane archer, the fighter class. He took the feat piercing arrow, which he can use several times a day. Or not piercing, grasping arrow that he can use several times a day. And grasping arrow wraps brambles around the target. So he was entangled, and he would need to use his action to roll a strength check to break out of the brambles. Otherwise, he's stuck in the brambles. And so,
he would have taken the slashing damage too.
well, it's a forced movement from falling. So he wasn't
Yeah.
moving out of the brambles. He was falling
Well,
with
when he
brambles
hit
wrapped
the
around him.
When he hits the ground, he's got to be moving. You know, he's not gonna have a choice.
Well, regardless, he's out of the picture.
Okay.
The combat is over.
He fell down from the ship to his death, and more cast. What was it? Charm
Well,
creatures.
Upcasted charm person and told them all to fly off and raid someone
Yeah.
else.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. So Miraz doesn't take the damage. The Tyrax does. Miraz teleports out.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Miraz always has a contingency to escape, and he curses you. He sends a telepathic message to you on the ship. He says, "You've foiled me again, but I'll have my revenge and reclaim my research notes. Heed my words."
Can I reply?
Yeah. Can Soul Vicious mockery him through it?
No, that wouldn't work.
It's kind of hilarious. Like,
I guess I tell him something as sort of I guess you're suicidal, because that's never gonna happen.
Well, he'll come up with another strategy to try next time.
This
Next time we'll make sure that there's not another chance for you.
this was amazing, if I'm honest. This was incredibly intimidating. The second we use our teleport pad, the villains show up, da da da,
Mhm.
like freaking Bowser with the music in the background.
Pretty much, yeah.
And we're thinking, oh crap, we're screwed. They've attacked where we're most vulnerable. They got like freaking people on pterodons and the evil wizard that we screwed over. Oh crap! And they're unleashing devastating magic and clawing everyone to death. And then, hey guys, we're not the marks you're looking for. Well, seems legit to me. Oh, and by the way, turn to moss.
I'm gonna cast a big spell. Okay.
Healing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah, I like Faraz.
your crew will
Yeah,
appreciate not being dead.
Hang on. Where is this freaking picture?
I don't think I have any AoE healing.
I heal 6 people of 38.
All right.
Yeah, I like this is. I just think of this guy every time, and him like just freaking cursing as he flies off, as I don't know, a cloud of smoke. It's delightful.
Recurring enemies are fun.
Including myself, okay? So it's gonna be 5 people. That way I gain back 38 as well.
I like the Team Rocket archetype. He
I was
is
gonna mention
blasting
that.
off again. He even does the sparkle in the distance as he disappears.
Wait, Grimorn, why did you say my DC is 22 now? It's still 21.
Isn't it 22 because of your wisdom, which is 22?
No, it's only 20. I didn't read the
Oh,
book.
no, you're right.
I have to
Sorry.
take a lot of downtime for that. And Taurus has to
Okay.
be here to read the book. I can't read the book myself. I'm not literate.
No, I forgot about that. But that's pretty good, though. You have some items that are helping you. Same here. My staff and I have some amulet, something that gives me a plus.
I was really expecting that combat to last a little longer.
Everything worked, Ninja.
Yeah.
Everything worked for us. Everything came from left field too. Like I was not expecting that arrow. I was not expecting the charm to work that well.
Fortunately, they had a pretty bad wisdom save, only a +2.
Yeah.
We struck at their weaknesses, and they
Yeah.
fell away.
Well, pirates, they're not very wise. They tend to be agile, but not wise.
Killed one of the dragon thing, flying
Did
thing.
you heal our deck boss? She's minus 22.
Yeah, everybody.
God.
5 people got 38 health in heal.
Yeah, I'll mark it on the.
Oh,
the
Mars
two that
was
were
still
injured
alive.
here.
I thought he was like negative 40 something. I thought he insta-died.
So in 5e, when you were dropped to 0 hit points, then you begin making death saves. So even if a ton of excess damage is done, you could use the sudden death rules. It's a thing in there, but we'll say that he's got a high con and he made it. So
Oh, I was scared there.
he was
That
not
would suck.
insta killed by the lightning bolt that struck him.
I'm gonna need a rest to get back some of my my spells for the rest of the trip here.
Yeah, that was like the only combat I had planned for the trip. So you guys are going to be able to get to Cromlin and drop off your dwarven friend. And I think Jessix, the Wanderer, he's probably going to get off there as well. He'll tell you, "It has been a privilege adventuring with you, my friends, and we have done great things for this region. I must return and speak with the sister of my my slain lover and tell her that we've dealt with the creature that really was behind her death, and finally she'll get some closure. And I feel I owe it to her to go tell her personally. So
I hope that you're going to be able to let the people know in the region of the changes and the attack of a sorcerer king coming out with an army of undead. People might want to be careful, or might want to rally together, just in case they have to fight for
He
their
nods
lives.
his head solemnly. He says, I'll warn everybody at Ten Pug's Temple that the region has become more dangerous.
I would send some messengers until all around to all the towns until at least we can potentially deal with it. But we're gonna need help from powerful people.
Fortunately, there's not a lot of caravans that go east in that direction, so it's relatively safe as long as they don't come out to the west here.
Yeah. Well, we're not far from Nimbene, anyways. So we're probably gonna try to ally with him and defend the region. Where's Nimbene on the map here? From here,
Nimbene right here.
yeah, we're heading in the right direction altogether, which is kind of neat.
So you go from Houstonville to Cromlin, you drop off passengers, and then you follow the mountain until you hit Nimbene in the southwest.
After these changes, is it possible to change your deal and for us to sell the silk skimmer? Or is it lost? I guess. Like, it might be lost, no?
Well, I mean, it's not in Houstonville. It was outside of Houstonville, so it's probably okay, because the guide said that Dragoth doesn't leave the city limits.
Oh, okay.
Didn't we? I thought we already sold the Silt skimmer to the Tar.
Okay, so if
And the Tar
those
Dwarves
guys
are
are
also outside of the city, so they're all right,
okay.
technically.
Well, yeah, I know, but who knows? They might want to go to safety for a bit.
Yeah, they're gonna be scared. They might not want to stick around.
Like, they're gonna see zombies and shit like that everywhere, and lizard people.
Yeah, the city was cursed before, so it's not like it's any less cursed.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a curse that can spill over,
Time is it? 10.
I thought the curse was gone after we dealt with the gray thing.
Well, what I'm saying is you got rid of the curse, but the city is now inhabited by close to 1,000 undead, so it's like just as dangerous. They're just, instead of ghosts, you have zombies instead. Technically an upgrade, right? Because ghosts are far worse than zombies. So I don't know if any of you looked, but I updated the items a little bit in Nimbene.
Oh yeah. Did not look. Have a link by any chance?
Yeah, it's mostly just the armors, though.
Yeah, I might not need a. I'm pretty set there.
Yeah, you're set on armor. It was mostly for Ringsight's benefit. He's not even gonna be there. Ringsight, Taurus, and Orin have gone back to Cragmorta.
But they can't teleport back. They're gonna be teleporting back.
Yeah.
So
we're just doing things a little bit out of order. Technically, you're not going to get to Nimbene for like 2 days.
Okay.
Let's see. The ship goes 5 miles an hour. Nimbene. What is that, like 60 miles?
Our objects.
I think it takes you more than a day to get there. Pretty sure.
We're gonna have to go back, man, to get back the big tables and everything. And we have a cargo full of tar to sell. Yeah, that's what the deal was, is that they give us a full cargo of tar in exchange for the skimmer. And then if they wanted to do business with us, they could actually travel more now.
Yeah.
Potion of vitality. No. Oh. Alvin Ringmail? Okay. Druid plate?
Oh, what is Druid Plate?
Yeah, that's one that Morg would be interested in.
Yeah. Strength 15. Fire susceptible. Quality masterwork. Reinforce. Down to fragile 1. And that's plus 2 max dex. Oh, it gives you a plus 2 to dex?
Armor class +8. Holy shit.
It's a plate mail. Heavy armor.
Uh-huh.
Do I even have proficiency in heavy armor? Oh, I do have proficiency in heavy armor.
There you go. Dude, a plus 2 to your dex on top of that? Like that actually could potentially give you an extra point in AC and when you roll your initiative.
The trouble is, it's a living plate armor, which means the necrotic damage from a defiler wizard would actually like vaporize your armor.
Cool. It's kind of a cool option though.
It does give you a
Would
lot of AC.
it-
10 AC if you've got a couple points in dex.
Would my Earring of Life stop that from happening?
If the earring says it prevents you from being burned by a defiler's aura, then yeah, it would.
It says... Where is it? Gain immunity to negative effects of being in an area while it's being defiled.
Yep, that's immunity to this effect, exactly.
And then the item has to roll a save, a DC 15 save.
That officer's bronze aft plate is kind of cool.
Plate mail armor was...
I don't know that Ringside would want to wear it. What is he allowed to wear though? Like, is he allowed a heavy armor? Does he have the strength for that?
I think he can only wear medium.
Okay, so I'm not looking in the right.
So, let's see. There was an armor that I thought would be good for him. Which one was it?
So the super expensive one, Chitin.
The half-plate mail of gravity manipulation. It costs 163 gold, but it's worth it.
Yeah. +5.
With his
Fine,
dex of
strength
20, that would give
13.
him an AC of 20 right there.
And Ans +3 max dex. That's good. Though he might not be able to go much higher because doesn't he use a different dex bonus item?
Yeah, he's got an item that's got him at 20 dex.
Yeah, so I don't know that he wouldn't be getting that dex bonus
Yeah, I don't want that armor.
because of that. But
Why not?
well, because it's maximum, isn't it? Like 20.
So
Unless these items are allowed to go above and beyond.
this is a medium armor, which normally says you can only use you can only have like 14 dex in a medium armor, but this one has +3 max dex, which means you can have 20 dex in this
Okay,
armor.
I'm gonna need you to stop for a second. I keep hearing the adults from the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show in the background.
Yeah, there's some feedback. I think it's echoing from someone.
Okay.
It's not that big a deal. It's
No.
just I needed to say something about it before I went insane.
Yeah.
I guess it was a big deal.
It's a cool armor.
Hey Ninja, what does it... How come it says max dex is 0 and then parentheses says 2?
So heavy armor's max dex is
Okay.
0.
Okay, so I know what is going on. I know where the echo is coming from.
Is it me?
Yes, Sia's actually online. He's in Discord, but I haven't heard him speak this entire time, and we're hearing our echo right now.
Ah, that's what
Oh,
it is.
Jared. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Sia, are you there? Can you hear us?
Are you muted?
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh no, I get it says 0 because it's plate, but then it's +2 because there's the druid enhancement says it has +2 max dex,
Right.
and the heavy plate is flexible and feels like medium armor, so
Right.
it gives me more dex.
Exactly.
Are you
Okay.
there, Sia?
So it is a heavy armor that functions like a medium armor.
Can we move him to AFK if he's not there? He can come back if he's back. That way we can cut the yeah. Sweet. Thank you.
The only problem is I spent all my money on tattoos before we went to the thing, boss fight.
Mhm.
So I don't have what's 9,500? That's 95 gold.
Dragon's Claw Shield. Armor class +2. Max Dex 5 armor. So, oh. Bashing, okay. Fragile, quality, masterwork, repairable, regardless of damage.
Hmm.
Yeah, Will says he's back.
+2.
Or maybe not. No,
The
that's Joe.
druidic bard fire drake armor is only worth 4,300. I need to come up with more money somehow. Either that or I will probably just wear that one armor that we got from one of Dragoth's guys that does the revive thing. Does it still do the revive thing, or was that like a one-time thing on that armor?
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Dude. I like that shield. They like my shield too. That's the problem. That shield is a +2 and mine is a +2 as well.
Which one are you looking at?
Death defying hammer.
The Dragon Claw Shield.
Oh yeah, that one is fun.
That would be something cool just for the style, you know? But and on top of that, like I kind of like the idea of being more in melee range, you know? It's kind of like with the sword and that claw.
It lets you become immune to non-magical damage, like a berserk. Or
Yeah,
not even
for
like
what?
even better than a berserk. It's like
Yeah,
a nigh
for
invulnerability.
10 minutes, and I can cast spells. I can cast spell because I'm what is it called? A warcaster or whatever.
I like the one above that, the Tower Shield of Nibene, because it you can deploy it and it just locks in place like a immovable rod. So you could do some wacky stuff, right? So you could like hold the Tower Shield above your head, deploy it so it locks in place, then climb on top of it and use it to jump up to an even higher platform.
That's cool.
Or you could put it in front
So
of a door and deploy it, and it would prevent the door from opening, so you could seal a door with it.
so while everybody's shopping, because I don't really have anything to buy. I need to go to talk to Nibide. I need to give him the information that we got.
Okay, so
We
you
need to
report
prepare.
to Nibene. You go to the inner city,
Yep.
the inner heart of Nibene, where his Templars will meet you at the gates, and they bar entry to everybody. But you tell them, obviously, you've got some very important information to relate. And so they'll bring you
Urgent.
into Nibene's meeting chamber, where he'll meet with you, and you can tell him all that you know.
So I use my telepathic image thing I sent him the image of Dragot
Yeah,
in his head.
he's
And to
shocked
show-
because he remembers destroying Dragoth and obliterating his temple and killing him.
Yeah.
To think
Eh,
that he used necromancy to thwart death. That bastard.
I explained the plot and how we destroyed the mirror.
He's upset. Because think of the power of such an object.
Yeah, but he already had sign a deal with a demon. from
Could you
another
find no other
dimension.
way? You couldn't have disabled it without destroying it?
Listen, we've had enough of this freaking judgment from the freaking Naga.
We never. We don't have that capacity. You see.
Yeah. Had to act
We're,
fast?
you know, but we did have, and to be honest, we would have died if we would have tried to do something else because he teleported back right next to us, and that's the only thing that saved our life and that allowed us to be able to even warn you right now of the attack that is happening right now.
Yep, he could
There's
think
an
of
army of
nothing else.
undead. So I show him like I do a disguise self, and I disguise back into one of the lizard creature.
The Dre.
Yeah, the Dre. And I show him this is what he has created, and the people he captures, he transformed them into his image.
Fascinating. Dragon-like lizard men. And they
But I
seem to
noticed-
have a civilization. They're warrior Dre. They're a rogue Dre. Even a Dr. Dre.
But I do not want to insult you, sir, but all of the Sorcerer King at a time have failed to kill them.
Well, Sorcerer Kings are difficult to kill. We are immortal after all.
And what are our options right now?
Well, Nibene says if they come to Nibene, they will be destroyed.
But we have the force to destroy them. Put them down.
So
Take
many
over that-
problems.
and take over that region.
Nibene
We
will
did-
tell you we have to war with the Gulgans to the west. We have to war with the Gith to the east. And now you say there is an army of the undead beyond the Gith even.
Yes. Well, maybe we can do it in steps. This might not be the urgent matter that we have to deal with, but we have time to prepare ourselves for a very difficult battle.
If only we could
Because-
mobilize two enemies against each other. Is it possible we could get these Gith to wage war against the forces of Nuke Eustanil?
Well, if it's strong enough to resist the army of Dragon. But that could be used as a distraction, possibly, but who knows what is going on out there? No
The
one
Gith
has-
have been raiding mercilessly any who trek across these roads to Cromlin.
Do you believe that there's external interference?
There's far too many Gith. It's very unusual, and they're gaining a lot of dominance in that part of the world there to the east.
But we've traveled in a place where there were thousands of these what are they called, the insect people, the tricrine, and they were all under the control of the queen. Maybe there's something like that going on out there.
An interesting theory.
If that was the case, maybe we could be able to see and maybe put them against each other for some reason.
So the Gith in the Black Mountains there is an entire quest by itself. So if you go there to investigate, it's going to be like a whole quest book with possibly a level up.
Well, we were thinking of going to the other one, though, the forest first.
Correct. Yep. Just thought I'd mention it.
No, I know. Can I ask him for a favor or a contract?
Yeah, what do you ask?
A ship three times the size of the one that we build.
Well, isn't he already building an airship?
Oh, no, but you build this one, the first one. That was like the first model. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
think
else
like
is
you
working.
set up that they were going to start construction on
Okay.
another one right away.
Yeah, a giant one. Okay.
You just say you make it bigger. Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
that.
We'll make a battleship and we'll have two flying ships to combat the enemy potentially.
It takes a while to build an airship, though. He hasn't completed it yet. You had months to build the other one, but it's only been weeks for this.
Well, we got a couple more missions and all. Huh?
Is
Oh,
there
there's-
something that we can do with the Gith Raiders to, I don't know, have them fight the zombies? They're
Well,
coming here.
Nibane is going to redouble his guards on the road, and
Mhm.
he's going to try to push the Gith east, and hopefully they'll clash with the forces of Dragoth. But he needs to know more about the Gith, and he says if you come back this way, if you can investigate those Gith,
Mm-hmm.
that would be useful.
Okay, we could do that. But
Is
we
this-
will have to ask Orin and Taurus, I think, when they come back, and Ringside as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I have a curious question for you, Sorcerer King. Have you ever been to the Grey?
Not a place anybody would go if they could avoid it. The Oospheres will destroy your magic items.
Well, we visited it, and we killed a hidden ghost, and all of the people that has died from the R fighting in Guistanel.
Okay, so you report
You
that
were
you've
trapped.
defeated the color and darkness of Guistanel. The curse of Guistanel has been lifted. Dragoth is now free to come up out of his hole. So it's good and it's bad, but Nibane is pleased. He has a good reaction to this overall.
And as a proof here, you see I have one of the metal found in that world. So I show him a little piece of what I collected on the ground.
The gray forged steel, a
Yeah.
rare commodity.
I thought you might be curious.
You have to be almost insane to go there to collect it. Finding people to do the job, almost a suicide mission, is quite difficult.
I don't know.
We have accomplished some quite miraculous things lately.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good for the region. Okay, so I think that's enough for whatever Nibane. I don't know if anybody else wanted to talk to him or.
Well, now that Will is back, we can do the other half of the mission.
Yeah. So we won the battle. Oh, is there somebody that wants to explain to Will how we won the battle? Like
It was a
seriously.
quick and decisive battle.
And Ninja
So-
or yeah, go ahead.
Sol shot a entangling arrow at the leader, Miraz the Defiler, and his Pterax, unable to fly, fell down and died on impact. But he teleported away, and given
Yeah.
all of the allies around, I couldn't use any AoE spells, so I charm person the 3 remaining Pterax riders and told them all to fly away and raid someone else, and they agreed.
And that was the end of the fight.
That's pretty impressive.
And I was able to dispel magic, a big like freaking thunderstorm.
Yeah,
And,
Miraz is no
uh,
slouch. He pulls out this lightning spell
Yeah.
that you guys have never seen before.
Yeah, it hit me for like 38 damage.
Well, it was,
Was
doing.
that different from like Call Thunder?
It's pretty
Was it
similar, but
something
it's a unique spell that I got from the internet.
Yeah, okay.
So that was
So,
pretty massive.
He designed his own little call lightning style spell, and he threw it at you, and it did defeat 2 of the people on your boat, but you managed to
yeah.
heal them up
And it's
after
a-
the fight.
It was a deck save too, so it's not great. No, that was cool. Those like I never seen that. I had no expectation. I did not think that this was going to be happening. Came out of nowhere. I thought I was gonna have to cast some big spells and try to kill them, but they just disappeared. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
that's cool.
Joe is here. Good timing.
Hey,
Sweet. And is Ringside here?
Yeah.
Sweet. So there's the 3 of you guys now.
all right, cool.
Okay, so you return to Giustanel. What do you do?
We are floating.
Oh, wait a minute. You teleported directly to Cragmorta, right? To the temple.
That's right.
So
yeah.
you're in Cragmorta, actually.
And we see no Dragoth's people here.
In Cragmorta, no. You just see the grisly battlefield laid out before you. A smoldering ruin, fires everywhere. Well, it was already on fire. It's a
Hey,
lava
Oren,
cave.
do you want to explain to Joe and bring it back to ringside what's going on right now?
So when we got back to the ship, we teleported back to the ship. Right after that, Dragoth attacked, and he immediately brought all of his undead armies and his Dre and assaulted Cragmorta. We just didn't get a chance to respond. It was just so quick, and so we got up to the ship, and not long after we got to the ship, Korganard teleported back up with a few of the allies that we had, and said that the battle is lost. He talked about how just hordes and hordes of undead, controlled by Dragoth's Templars, because we destroyed the undead sphere, right? But so he's controlling them only with the undead with the Templars, the death clerics. But them and a bunch of Dre assaulted Cragmorta, and then on top of that, so Brakora was still on our side, but the Golden Naga, she kind of seems to have sensed that something was up and turned sides. So she was laying waste on from the back ranks, and it was going okay, kind of, sort of, until that happened, and Korganard came back with 2 of the gladiators, and we have a couple of people who are down there. I can't remember who else came back up, but Korganard was able to save a few. But notably, who's still down there is one of the gladiators. I forgot the name.
T'Chadril.
T'Chadril, and Taro's Air Drake is down there, and so we're kind of on a rescue mission to try and get, at the very least, the Air Drake, and maybe T'Chadril. But we do know that T'Chadril has already been transformed, so it'll be hard to find. He's been immediately thrown into the transformation thing. The time got kind of weird on us, but
So there was 8 hours. You teleported back to the airship and you rested for 8 hours so that you could gain your level. And during those 8 hours, the battle happened. T'Chadril was captured and transformed. At the end of the battle, Korganard escaped, teleporting 8 survivors back to the airship. But the battle was drawn out and took several hours. What's up, Sia? You awake over there?
Yeah.
You popped in, but
Oh my gosh.
we were just hearing feedback from you. So I moved you to the AFK channel for a minute, but it seems like you're back. So what's up?
Yo.
Do you want to hear about all the heroic things you
very
did when you weren't here?
unhappy about living right now, he seems.
Sure.
So there was an ambush. A bunch of Tarax riders led by Miraz the Defiler, seeking revenge for his stolen black magic spellbook. He shows up, he casts a high-level lightning spell onto the airship, he knocks out 2 of your crew. You fire your entangling arrow, it wraps him up in thorns, and he can't fly, so he falls, and Morg cast a Charm Person to send the other Silt pirates riding their Taraxes away, and the combat ended pretty quick.
That's funny.
Entangling shot versus flying enemies is a great combo.
Are we evacuating the dwarfs, the tar dwarfs?
You could if you want.
I'd like us to do that and then head to Nibene and have that dialogue with Nibene about the fact that they're marching at Nibene.
Well, the party is split
They're
currently.
mobilizing.
Well, we assumed you want to come with us in the stealth mission, but if you want to go do
I'll
that
go stealth.
instead,
Yeah, I'll go to the stealth mission. I mean, yeah, so rescue the air drink. That's that.
The airship party that has went to Nibene has already informed Nibene of the impending attack on Nibene from Dragoth.
Okay.
Okay, so stepping through the portal into Cragmorta, standing in the grisly battlefield, you are in disguise as Dre warriors. You might also be invisible, I think. And so from Cragmorta, the battlefield is empty. You know that Techadril has been taken to the laboratory in Dragos Palace. So if you want to get him back, you have to get into Dragos Palace. So from Cragmorta, you'll need to go to New Gustanel. So I'm going to need a stealth check as you pass the psionic fast travel system.
Yeah, we're gonna bypass the mover.
I'm still on my way home.
I'll roll for
Can
you,
someone roll
Jim.
mine? It's
I
plus,
rolled 13.
plus 9 with advantage.
13, 18. 18's even better.
Yep. Plus 9.
Tara, what do you get?
What's the rule?
Stealth
Stealth.
check. You're moving silently past some guards in the fast travel system. Of course, Will is not seen.
32.
18.
8.
Jesus Christ, what?
He is a rogue after all. Expertise in stealth.
Alright, there's rogues and then there's ghosts.
Right? He's a whisperer in the wind. Okay, so everybody sneaks past the sentry guards and past the psychic fast travel system, and you manage to get to the New Gustanel gate, which stands wide open because the whole army has been mobilized.
Huh. That's interesting. So then not even the guards at the gate with the ballistas, huh?
There are guards in those towers, but the gates are open.
Oh, okay. Huh.
The movement of troops requires them to leave these gates open so that they can keep the supply lines moving men and materials between New and Old Gustanel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They've taken all of the first generation Dre to use as slave labor to begin cleaning Dragoth's palace on the surface. So they're rebuilding his former glory.
Well.
I won't free any first generation Dre yet. We gotta find the air Drake first.
Well,
We're
they're
gonna
all up on
assume-
the surface. You guys are down in New Gustanel at the gate now. So
Okay, so we need to find out from my earlier recon. Is there any place where I would expect to see the air Drake? Maybe one of the temples. Maybe is probably
menagerie.
the most likely
A
place to
menagerie.
house it. He has a menagerie, like in the Dread Chapel, in the Dread Citadel.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay then.
So, does that mean that he knows we're here then, right?
no,
But like, he like now attack at the air, or was that just Miraz?
that was Miraz.
Miraz was watching us, waiting in the wings, invisible, until we decided to split, and then at that exact moment, he says, "Go."
Miraz is not part of Dragoth's army.
Nah, he's a free agent. He just hates you because you stole his spellbook.
Hating.
That's the one that where there was that one golem thing.
Yep.
Okay.
He was with the
Does
Silt
he just
Pirates.
always know where we are because we have his spellbook, or
Haha,
like
good
how's
thinking.
he tracking us? How's he tracking us? Didn't we like get rid of his spellbook and like sacrifice it or something?
I don't remember.
We know
doing
about
that.
locate object.
I don't think we would have
We
sacrificed
probably
this
have locate object.
The last we talked
Yeah.
about it was when you were fighting the Caller in Darkness. You used the research. So it's probably
Yeah, I
just
don't
on the
wanna
ship somewhere.
destroy the book. I want to lure
Oh.
him out and ultimately get rid of the freaking guy.
Okay, so we're going straight for the Dread Citadel then. It sounds like we don't even have to stop off at the other smaller churches or temples. We're gonna go straight for the main for Dragoth's palace.
If that's
that right?
where my Drake is, then I guess so, but...
Hang on. Let me change maps. That'll make this more easy.
Oh,
I mean,
wait, I forgot something.
yep.
I'm casting Gentler Repose on the fire giant.
What did that do?
I'm still on that map, I think.
He can't
Nah, I
be
took all the figurines out.
undeadified,
Don't worry
and
about
he
it.
can-
Okay.
If we
You're
have
actually in disguise.
time-
We're using a Dre figurine for you.
Oh, true.
If we have the time, it means that we can bring him back to life.
A Drake figurine. Drake.
We need to buy time so we can bring him back.
Okay.
Okay, so
I am
where are
on
we headed?
board with this.
Where is our closest goal, Ninja?
How
Well,
big is he? He's a gargantuan, isn't he?
He's just huge. He's
I thought
not-
Oh yeah, what happened? I think I spaced
On
out.
the
What
way
happened
out-
with
on the way
the
out,
fire
I'll
giant?
carry his body.
He died in
On
battle.
the way out, I'll carry his body.
Ah,
Wait, what? What happened?
I thought the fire giant was gonna join Grimorn and his.
He
Wax
will,
No, I
when
said
thing.
on the way out. On the way out, I'll carry the fire giant's body back to
That's-
Grimoire.
that. Alright, sure. We'll see where that goes. I'm not
Do we have
sure.
a thing that can revive stuff after more than 8 hours?
Has it been more than 8 hours since
It
you've
has.
been
We
dead?
did take a
Yes.
long rest, so yes.
Yeah, but that was
Grimoire,
before-
Grimoire can.
that
Grimoire
was
can.
Well, it's
That
been
was
gonna cost a piece of that
maybe
diamond.
not a full 8 hours. He died in the battle, which was like 3 or 4 hours in.
Okay.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay, where's our next objective?
Hang on. Okay, so I'm
I'm
placing
placing
you
the
on the
rhythm.
map in front of the first temple.
Can't you bring him back, Grimoire?
No, I'm not with them. Unless they carry his body back, and then I could resurrect him.
That's what I
But
said.
that's 1,000 gold. It's 1,000 CP or some diamond.
You can afford it, man. Big money, Grimoire.
I got diamonds.
BMG, man. BMG.
Resurrection is 7th level. They can be dead for up to a year.
Yeah, I could bring him back. Actually, could they bring his body back?
Yeah, that's what Taurus is gonna do. He's gonna bring it back.
Okay, yeah, well, good idea. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. If you can do it, go ahead.
All right.
Hey, what is the movie with the writer and he gets his ankles like destroyed with
Misery.
a mace? Misery, thank you.
Gets his ankles destroyed by a mace. Such a good description.
Well, it was like a sledgehammer.
Oh wait, you can revive something that's dead for a century.
Yeah,
It only
it's
has a
like-
negative effect if it's longer than a year. Then there's a negative effect though.
It's one of the best movies ever.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like when I was a kid, there's like an interesting one, you know, for like a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking creepy.
It's a horror movie?
It's not my favorite
Yeah.
Stephen King
No, it's not. But
related thing.
Wait, so what are you about to do if you're referencing destroying meats with a mace?
what's your favorite Stephen King?
Me? I mean, I used to like Cujo a lot, but
It is great. But
That
like
gave me nightmares
the
for a while
old
when I
It,
saw
not
it
the
as a
new
kid.
Isn't the Shining?
The Shining?
Yeah, The
That's
Shining was
the-
him too.
Yeah, that's him too, isn't it? Yeah.
He's the one who wrote it, no? And then it was made
I like
by
Doctor Sleep more than The Shining though.
Oh yeah.
Doctor Sleep is
really?
the sequel to The Shining.
Okay.
So
I never saw The Shining.
we're not going to visit any of the chapels. There's no reason for it to be in any of the chapels, right?
Wow. If you've never seen The Shining, you should watch The Shining and Doctor Sleep back to back. That would be like the most awesome double feature. That would be like a mind-blowing horror flick thing to watch on like Halloween or
Doctor
something.
Sleep.
Yeah, Doctor Sleep is the second Shining movie. It's like
Everyone
the little
always like-
kid with the Shining, only he's all grown up and he's still doing like
Everyone's like, oh
X-Files
man, The
shit.
Shining, man. Such a good movie, man. Such a fucking masterpiece. I was like, yeah, I agree. Totally. Hasn't seen it.
Well, it's got the classic like "Here's Johnny" thing, or he's like the axe murderer smashing through the door. I mean, it's an archetypal kind of horror thing.
Yeah, still worth a watch though, right?
Oh hell yeah, it's a great movie. It's got some really creepy scenes too, with the ghosts and the hallway scene with all the blood. I don't know. Is it still like the bloodiest thing that's ever been filmed? There's like 1,000 gallons of blood in that scene.
Actual blood?
Well, I mean, it's just like red-colored dyed water, obviously, but it's supposed to be blood.
That's one expensive ass morbid scene.
Anyway, did you want to investigate the Lesser Temple?
What to the temple?
It's kind of on the way. I kind of feel like we could do a flyby of these temples and listen in for dragon noises.
Well, my point is like you have no idea where Techadril or the Air Drake actually are. You could think that they're in the palace, but who knows? So I'm just asking if you want to explore other places.
I'll be honest. I mean, it would be really, really great if we didn't have to go into the Dread Palace again. Like, I would rather save that for last, actually, just as a general like tactical thing. So, I mean, to do a quick recon of the different chapels and make sure that the dragon's not in any of those would be a much better cost, benefit or risk analysis to do. So.
Also,
yeah.
Orin, wouldn't it be great if there was somebody here you knew that you could ask?
That what?
Well, Akrag is not someone who I need to worry about. I mean, his goal is dead, right? I mean, the first generation Drake. Well, I guess they're enslaved. I guess they're not dead, but they're gonna be.
Many of them have still survived in bondage up on the surface, building the temple.
I guess.
Building the Palace of Dragoth back to its former glory.
Well, I guess Akrag's happy.
Well, you don't know. You haven't talked to him.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I'm just suggesting that you might want to.
We may stop by Akrag and... You happy now? Okay, but first, lesser Temple of the Dragon. Listening for growly dragon noises as we whisper through the wind.
Okay. You look in the Lesser Temple, and you find it empty.
Okay.
Hold on, doesn't Taro have find person or think of it,
You're going
like a
robotic,
find
Joe.
creature spell?
Could I
What?
translate what he said?
Does he have like a find creature?
Yeah, I was,
You're gibbled, you're garbled.
I think he's asking
Jargle
about
Giggle.
locate object or something.
Unless
Okay, creature.
Find creature?
I do not have a locate creature. No, I have a locate object, and that would only work if he was 1,000 feet away.
why don't you fly up?
So
Okay,
remember,
let me cast a spell. Hold on, this is getting to hurt my senses. I am running out of magic already. Okay, let me try.
then save it for the times ahead.
I don't have anything very convenient for this situation.
So,
Wait,
can
what
we-
is this temple that we're in right now?
Lesser Temple of the Dragon on the map.
It's
I would
one of
like
3
to-
temples devoted to Dragoth.
Oh, then I'm defiling it immediately.
You're what now?
So I will say that these temples are guarded. So just because there's
Right.
not a service happening, if you defile the temple, you will be caught.
You're doing what now?
Not defiled in the freaking evil druid way or wizard way.
Yeah, man, you have me scared. I was getting to
Okay,
say.
I don't know if
Cool.
you're just gonna like pee on the altar or
I,
just
I was
Hey,
like,
We
Sledgehammer.
don't have time. We don't have time to be fucking around.
Right, exactly. We're on a clock, so we're just flying by trying to find this dragon. I'm hoping to see if it's in the Temple of the Dragon to the left. I'm kind of thinking it's not going to be, but I want to check it out.
so we're fighting a dragon. Cool.
Okay,
They're looking for one.
so the party moves to Or is it just you?
Well, look.
But it was
should we-
just orange. Ain't he scouting?
do we even want to just check or what?
Well, here's,
Yeah, aren't you
I just want to
scouting?
know, are you sticking together or splitting up?
I assume we're going to try and stick together. It's
Okay.
hard to do while we're invisible, but I will communicate where I'm going. Relentlessly. I'm going left, keeping near the stalactites in the ceiling. Stay with me, men. Let's hope against hope that your dragon lies inside this next temple.
So he does.
Okay, so as you approach the temple, you're going to see that this temple is also not having a service currently.
Oh, thank God.
It seems like the high temple at the far end of the cavern is probably having their service today. But when you approach the temple here, you do hear sounds. You hear snarling noises.
What?
And as you sneak up to the temple and you peer inside, you see that
What?
the air drake is here and it's chained
Oh
up.
my gosh. I am so glad we decided to go this way. I thought for sure that was going to be a thing. Wow.
It's
What about
chained
the
up, and
shadow?
Mon Adarath is here. And Mon
Good
Adarath
call.
stands in the temple, and he is using his mental influence on the air drake and taking over its body and making it do things. And after it does what he commands it to do with with his mind, he'll throw meat at it so that it begins to learn that it has to obey him, and then he will reward it after it obeys him. And so he's getting control over the air drake using telepathic
Pavlov's
means,
conditioning. Yeah.
conditioning
Abracadabra.
and psionics.
Who is Moan Adaroth, by the way?
Mon
A
Adarath
human.
is the High Templar of the Middle Temple, but he's human. He's the only human in New Giustinel.
Okay, I need to do I want to do something immediately.
Wait, we're
I
all
wanna-
here. We all here. Oh, we all
I know,
on.
I know you're here. I need to make my proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still doing that? Like, is he continuing to do it?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's doing a training session. It takes hours to train a beast.
Okay. The next time he tries to wait, is he going up to the dragon to defeat it, or how
He's
far is-
in the room. He's within 30 feet, so he can use his control over it.
Are we in the
Okay.
theater of the mind, or are we going to do this with minis?
Well, I do have the map out. I don't know if I have the Drake figurine anyway. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Do
I
we
do
have
it.
do we have enough to kill him?
Oh, I don't care. We're doing it.
No, hold on, wait. Let me do my stunt plan, okay?
I think it's a bigger fight coming on, ain't it?
Possibly, but I have.
if you- I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna tell you this: don't ruin our element of surprise. That's it.
Okay. How far is the air drake from me right now?
Okay, well, if the party has moved to the entrance of the temple,
Fair.
then you'd be standing somewhere over at this side of the temple here. Try to reset.
Okay, zoom in, because each square.
Yeah, tiny square. Tiny squares.
We've been shrunk.
Alright, so if you have just entered the temple to where you can see inside to what's happening, then you're sort of at the doorway there. And it's a big wide open hall, and currently, there's a big red altar in the middle here, and at the far end of it, he's training the beast toward the back end of the room here.
Any other Dre around that we need to worry about?
Now, there are Dre here, and I'll indicate on the map the barracks. The barracks occupies this section here. And the barracks has entrances here and here. The door is
Okay,
currently
clear.
closed, and the barracks
Can you guys hear
have
me now?
people
I can hear
inside.
you.
Yeah.
They would respond if the temple came under attack, or if Mon Adarath called for them. It wouldn't be too hard to get them out here.
I'd like to try to silence him before he raises an alarm.
All right, so you're going to stealth on Mon Adarath.
Now, I have said that I said that to my comrades telepathically, but I have not yet dropped onto him yet.
Okay.
Batman.
Hovering above. Are you ready, men?
He says he's not Batman. He does this.
Oh, Joe's loading in. Okay, Joe, you want to place your character, or well, he's gonna wait till he
You can place it
loads
for
in.
me. Yeah, place it for me. You're fine.
Place it for you. Okay.
Is it okay if I go
Bring-
for a minute? I'm not needed, huh, for any of this?
Probably not for the rest of the night, right?
Okay, I'm gonna go and get some water and
Sounds good.
I'll be back.
Mingsite, can you place yourself, or should I place you?
I would appreciate being placed, yes.
Okay. So we're gonna hide in here. Actually, maybe he's gonna be closer to his. He want to be close to his Drake here. I can imagine him getting close to his Drake.
He's gonna have to take care. He's gonna have to take control of the Drake and make sure the Drake's not already following their orders completely.
He's currently locked in mental control with the Drake. He's using a dominate monster on it.
But it is resisting, though.
Well, we
Trying.
can break the concentration. We can break the concentration.
I'm not.
I'll
going
break his
to do-
concentration.
Stop. Hold on. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're listening.
First idea. Intellect Fortress the Drake.
I'm going to protect it against psychic spells. Does that give it a new save, or does it just break it?
It has resistance. Wait. It has resistance to psychic damage and advantage on its saving throws.
Okay, so after this turn, it might break free. It does, I think.
Would he be able to tell you're casting the spell on it?
I use my spells mentally. He can't hear crap.
Yeah.
I think you have to spend a sorcery point for that, but yeah, it's possible.
No, I'm just using my a higher level spell slot to cast it.
It's a cool spell casting feature.
So are you going to attempt a surprise round attack?
I'm gonna see if this thing keeps him first. I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna send I'm gonna send the air drake a message spell and go, "Sorry, I'm late. Here to rescue you. Dinner served. Eat up."
Yeah. Well, it'll probably react to that, and Monadareth is surprised that it's suddenly much more resilient against his psychic powers.
And can I drop on him?
Okay, so you descend on him with an attack, sneak attack from
Yeah, I'm with
stealth
him.
that he doesn't
You
notice.
crater him into the ground like.
I'm
Wait.
with you.
Okay. I want to use the silent takedown. So
Is that actually a thing?
first thing I need to do is make the attack roll. So let's just see what happens with that.
Is that a mechanic or that's something you can do, Batman?
It's a special thing.
It's from Grit and Glory.
Rogues.
You have the dark cape. Okay, listen, man. All you're missing is being a billionaire and having. Are your parents dead?
I'm kind of a billionaire. I just don't do much damage. That's all.
It's a grapple check.
So with advantage, right?
Can I assist him with that?
Not 20.
20.
Okay.
I mean, you're just doing
You
surprise round.
you sneak up on him. He failed his perception to notice you. You succeeded on your grapple. You gag his mouth so he cannot cast spells with a verbal component. Roll another grapple.
Yes, sir. Now this one's not with the advantage, right?
It says you have disadvantage on this one.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, crap. Wait a minute.
I assist
Matt-
him. Can he get regular?
Well, yeah, okay. You say your part first. Okay.
Are you proficient
assist
in you're proficient in athletics, so yeah, go ahead. If you can
Yeah.
I'm
beat a
proficient in athletics as well.
DC 10 for help, then yeah, it'll give them advantage and negate the
I-
disadvantage.
I have proficiency and
It only
expertise.
matters for the health action.
All right, fine. Well, so I'm still rolling disadvantage or regular what?
No, what we're saying is he is going to
37.
roll a 27 or a 37 in order to help
37.
you, which gives you advantage, which negates the disadvantage. So now you just roll regular.
Okay. So now, is this just a base attack bonus, or can I use instead my athletics?
You should use athletics for this because you're putting him in like a chokehold to do the silent takedown.
That helps. And so this is an actual athletics skill roll, not an attack roll, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a opposed grapple
Wonderful.
check. A grapple is still considered kind of an attack, but it's like a skill.
Which means I get a 22.
22 is great. Okay, so you sink in the chokehold. So now he is beginning to suffocate, and you can do a final one. Let's see. If your target is already grappled and gagged, which you just accomplished, you can attempt to strike with a weapon. As long as it's got the finesse or concealed property, you make the opposed grapple check to maintain the hold while you're doing the attack, and if you succeed, you make a single special attack, which your target will have vulnerability towards.
So here, something I need another roll, sounds like. So I'm going to roll that again. This is a regular roll with 27 to hit. And I'm going to assume that does damage, so I'm just going to go ahead and roll that now.
Well, hang on. You have to grapple check first before you can make the attack roll.
I did, and I said 27.
Oh, 27. Gotcha.
I wasn't quite sure. I thought I understood what you were saying, so I roll it again, and I got 27 for that. If that goes through, then I get just a 30. Not a great roll, but a 30 for damage. Vulnerability does something. I don't know what that means.
He had a 27 as well.
Oh.
Vulnerability is an additional 1d10, right?
Well, I'll blow a dice on it.
Okay. You're going to use your psionic powers to amplify your strength in
Yeah.
order to overcome his incredible muscle.
Absolutely. Plus 2 more, and whether it's an attack roll or a skill roll, it's
Okay,
too
so
high
then you
for that.
land your attack. So you get attack damage, you get sneak attack damage, you get an extra d10 because he's vulnerable.
Come on, table. Let's
I want to
go.
role play. I want to role play for just a second. That while he's doing this and I'm assisting him, I'm like and telling him in the mental. I'm like, yeah, slip it in there. Yeah, get it right. Yeah, that's where it is.
That's
Still
what
lock it
she
in.
said.
Still lock it in. Right
Oh
there.
my
Yeah.
She said. Yep.
Hey, just to remind you, this was supposed to be being done stealthily, Taurus.
Yes, he's doing it all mentally.
In my head. I'm telling him this.
What I'm getting is just, yeah, get him, yeah. But from this giant,
I didn't
cheerleader,
see anything happening except for one guy like choking to death.
invisibly 5 feet from me, which I'm now visible. But yeah, and he's about to drop the hammer in his head or something. I don't know what.
Cartoon Looney Tunes style.
Hang on a second. Let
You
me set
remember
up an
she's a half
initiative
giant.
thing.
He's carrying a hammer around 5 times the weight of anything else. He's like, wait a minute. Whoop. Whoop.
Okay, so surprise round done. Ringside, what do you do?
Hello?
Yes,
Mhm.
you're here. We hear you.
Is the guy dead?
No. He has been grappled, he has been gagged, he is suffocating because he's in a chokehold, and he's been stabbed.
Fireball.
Well, then he can go to sleep. Psychic glance.
What was your total damage? 30?
30 plus a d10, so plus 8 more for the
38?
vulnerability part.
Nice.
Make me an intelligence save like you always do.
What's the DC?
Like 18.
He gets a 25.
Alright, well, it's still hurting.
So he takes half of how much? You're engaging him in psychic combat, but he's quite a competent scion himself.
Half of 29. He gets 14.
All right.
Sorry.
He's still alive. This is not supposed to happen.
Monadarath is tough.
He's a big guy. He's a big boss. But so you done?
If you look at his figurine, he's wielding an ornate two-handed greatsword, and he's got rippling muscles.
Dragon eats, dragon eats, dragon eats. I get out the way.
Are you telling your Drake to attack him?
Yes, eat him and him specifically.
All right, the Drake runs at Monadarath, but the chain around its neck goes tight, and it chokes it, and it stumbles and collapses, and gags and coughs.
That was cinematic.
So it tried to reach him, but couldn't. He was standing just outside of the maximum range of the chain around its neck.
Guys, mind making this easier for my boy? That's been.
I'll use my interaction.
No,
well, it's
I'll
Will's turn.
use my interaction to break the chain.
Okay, so if it's my turn, what I want to do is, does he has the sword on his hip or is it in his hands?
It was lying nearby. He set it down, so it's on the ground.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about disarming. Is there anything else that he's holding that I need to worry about disarming? Because I think what I need to do now is get him pinned.
When you look at him, he seems to have a rod tucked into his belt. He's got a ring on his hand. And there's a little bag, like a coin purse or something, dangling from his belt as well.
Let's see. I think I need to focus on just trying to take him down. So I'm going to do my main... Make sure I do damage. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and... whoops. Do my attack roll. Now, do I get advantage still or no?
He is currently wrapped up in...
Like at my mercy? Not quite, but...
You're still trying the silent takedown here. He's still grappled and gagged. You're attempting a strike. It says you have to make an opposed grapple check to maintain the hold on your target if you're going to get a hit on him.
So
if you're trying to keep him silent still. So you're just keeping one hand over his mouth and then stabbing with the other hand.
Or I can use my mind even. I can use both hands and just throw daggers with my mind. Well, maybe. I don't know. Look, so is it 1d20 or is it 2d20? Is it advantage, not advantage, disadvantage?
It looks just like straight roll. So roll a grapple check to make sure that you keep your mouth, or you keep your hand over his mouth so he can't scream for the guards.
So grapple now, and then attack roll.
And then attack roll after.
Okay, so that's going to be a 22.
Okay. He fails to break the grapple, and you're able to get in your stab attack.
So now this is going to be the regular attack roll.
Yep.
Just straight attack roll, not advantage. Okay. So that is that. And now I have a bonus action. That can't be like a sleight of hand, can it?
Yeah, it can be.
23 on attack roll. Does that go through, or do I need to blow a dice?
It goes through. His armor's not that high. He's not wearing armor.
Right.
He's got hide on under his robes, but it's hide armor's not that great.
Well then, while this damage comes through, and I will also so 36 plus I forgot to add the D10 for the vulnerability. I would also like to 42 total damage with the dagger in his ribs.
Okay.
So stab him again in the ribs. But what I also would like to do is use this dagger to cut off, let's say, a coin purse. Maybe maybe it has a ingredient bag or something like that. I'm hoping I can stop whatever spells.
All right.
You know
Roll
what?
that sleight of hand.
Let's go with. You know what? Yeah, it's got to be that, not the rod. I would say maybe.
All
Maybe
right. You go for the bag rather than the rod.
I said the bag. I'm gonna stick with the bag. Okay, so
This is kind of funny. You reach into his robes and you can either grab his rod or you can grab his little sack.
Cut the balls off first. All right, what is this? Sleight of hand. I'm trying to read what I have.
For frick's sake, ninja.
All right, so minimum roll is a 21. I actually get a 30. Oh wow.
Success.
Okay, so
Feels
I'll
like
have
it's
that-
full of dust. It's not even coins or gems. It's just a bag full of sand or something.
I'll drop that drops to the floor maybe, or maybe it drops in my pocket. I don't care which, but I'm done with my turn. So I am wrestling with him and stabbing him in the ribs.
All right. He's badly wounded. He lets out a wheeze as you've pierced one of his lungs. Taurus?
I'm supervising, but I'm still like agging him. I'm like, yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
You can hit him. You can hit him. I promise I won't cry.
No, I want you to have this kill. I do want you to have this kill. I'm just I'm watching him. When he goes for the coin purse, or the purse, I want to go for the rod. I want to take the rod from him.
All right.
Is that a big punch?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleight of hand him his rod.
Wow. So direct.
What, you're old? What?
You'll just reach for his rod like that.
What,
Yeah, I'm
you're-
just gonna reach in and grab
what?
his
Oh, you're reaching and you're pinning his rod. Is that what I heard?
18. Take it.
18
Man,
inches.
you really want that rod,
All
Tor.
right. You steal the rod.
know, Crucially, the
Take-
sack
take
went
the rod
one
from
way,
him?
and the rod went the other way. So this is definitely a different.
His rod probably curves a
And
bit.
It's a half giant rod, so it's like
can I
18
use my
inches.
interact? Can I use my interact to break the chain on the air drake?
The
So
rod slightly curves to the left and everything.
you can see that there's a pin that goes into
So
the
what's-
ground that's holding the chain in place. So if you remove the pin, he would be free.
Oh.
I want to take the chain off of him.
That would take longer because you'd have to like undo the chain knot or whatever it is. It's like around the neck.
Like I can't break the chain.
And it would take a full action to get the chain off of him, but you can detach the chain from the ground as a single interact.
Okay, because I used my action to do the sleight of hand. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll pull the pin. Like, hey, buddy, we missed you. We're back.
Did you say that out loud?
To the air drake? Yeah, I'll say it to the air drake. Quietly. I'll say it quietly to the air drake. Sorry.
Or like rubbing his belly and shit. We missed you.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man. That's creepy.
Okay. Is it Monadarath's
And I'll
turn
just
now?
return. Then I'll just return back over to Orin and watch him do this kill on his own. There you go.
What the hell? That
Or
was in 2019, Ninja?
Oh, Soul.
yeah, what's up?
I don't think he's here.
He's not here.
I am. Hello. Can you guys
Okay.
hear me?
It's going to be
Oh, right,
Monadarath's turn
Yeah.
next.
He's
I've
here,
been talking,
but
for
he's
a
not
while.
here. He's here, but he's not in this battle with us.
Correct. There's only half the party in this combat here. Everybody else is on the airship in Nibene. They say never split the party, but this was a stealth mission.
Mhm. That's okay. We
Um,
handled it.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, Monadarath
It's
is
Monadarath's
going
turn.
to attempt to break the grapple and fail. Then he's going to action surge. And he attempts to break the grapple and he fails. Ah! He struggles mightily to get out, but he cannot.
Okay, I am kind of enjoying my character right now. I'm kind of. All right.
UFC.
I'm a little bit proud.
Ring sight.
I say to you in their mind, I'm like, yeah, you see, when you get it in there just like that, he can't do nothing. He's done.
Is your order to attack still standing, ring sight?
The feast.
Is the Drake free?
Yeah, he's been unpinned from the ground, so he can reach Monadarath now.
Then yes.
All right. So on your turn, the air drake that is now freed by Taurus leaps on Mona Adarath and begins mauling his legs, and Mona Adarath begins making his death saves.
My legs.
Up, pause. All right, time to stop eating him for a moment.
Okay.
What? What?
So after the Drakeling defeats Mona Adarath, you tell it to stop.
Just hold on a second while I was stripping of his. I'm getting rid of the case for you.
Let me peel your fruit.
I thought he was gonna pull like a drumstick off of Mount Adarath and just...
Hey, Taurus, you see a large sword sitting on the ground.
I do.
You don't know that's cursed?
Listen.
Hey, it's a sword, and I don't know where this sword has been. I've learned my lesson from that kind of stuff. I'm only gonna pick it up if Ringside identifies it first.
Oh yeah.
We should probably move somewhere else, though. The murder's gonna eventually be figured out.
If
Oh,
we
that
don't have
murder
time
was-
to identify it,
That murder was perfectly quiet. It didn't make a sound.
I am so impressed that that worked. I
If
didn't
we
think I
don't
could
have
do
time-
anything useful, but that was pretty odd. Thank you.
The only
I'm gonna
sound that
open
could
my
be
bag of
heard
holding and slide it in there.
was the growling of the drake, which was happening anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna ask the Drake to occasionally do some growling, so it's not suspicious.
Yeah, okay. And the chains are rattling, so whenever it moves around, it sounds like it's struggling against the chain.
Also, identify spell all his magical stuff.
Okay. You're doing them as 10-minute rituals, right?
If we don't have time, I'll just slide stuff into my bag. In my bag of holding.
Spending
without,
half
like,
an
picking it up.
hour here might be risky.
Yeah.
I don't think we should. I was talking about the sword. That's all I was talking about. But
I do want to visit Akrag before we leave.
Wait, were you guys only going for the Drake?
Yeah, the trouble
well,
is
there was
Tachadriel.
also
we went to Tadriel.
Tachadriel somewhere
but
else.
how are we gonna find him?
Well, you guys
actually-
don't have locate person.
Wherever the transformation would probably be in the Dread Chapel, the Dread Citadel, wherever the transformation chamber is.
Good guess.
Didn't we see it before when you were stealthing around before investigating the whole city?
No,
Well, we were
when
in the-
inside. Yeah.
We were in the shrine. We went to the shrine.
You found his old laboratory, but I don't think you ever found his new laboratory.
Yeah.
But you were unable to fully explore the Dread Palace.
Well, shit. I mean, now with the air drake on the loose, we really can't go crazy places.
The air drake can go invisible. It's an air drake.
Can it?
Yeah.
Well, holy crap! Maybe we can stick around.
That's how it shoved me off our flying carpet the last time. Well, its parent did. I don't know about the young one.
And actually, Ringsight never became visible. He never cast an attack spell.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's right. Psychic Lance. That's right.
Sorry about that.
He just
That's
tends
okay.
to not announce his spells by name, but he did do the Psychic Lance for sure.
No, yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. So I can go back invisible. Wait, Taurus never
I
did.
can too. I can go invisible all the time.
Well, right, but you never.
Got a
That's true. Yeah,
I got
you
a
never
ring.
actually attacked anything.
Doing anything that would like physically interact with someone counts as the thing that turns off the invisibility.
Not, but he didn't interact with anyone. Well, okay, he did assist. That's right. He assisted my grapple. Okay, but still.
So, I have a few questions before we continue with this.
Sure.
How is the air drake?
The Air Drake has been healed up, is in good health, and has been fed recently.
That's good. That's good.
They
Did
didn't
you
want it
miss
dead, they
me?
wanted to train it and use it.
Did you miss me?
It's going to say, they feed me better here.
What?
Well, apologies about that, but they were going to permanently enslave your will.
It's going to say, I don't know what kind of meat this is, but I love this meat. What is this meat? Get more of this
What
meat.
meat is this?
It's fanner meat.
It's probably Dre.
No, they have the fanner farm nearby, and the
Oh, that's
fanners.
right.
What is a fanner?
A fanner is like a cow, but it's got this neck that it can inflate, like one of those dinosaurs from Jurassic Park that has the neck flap.
You almost lost your. You almost lost your Drake to some of these people. Because you'll be feeding him.
If you continue to help us, and I'll make sure that we get those back at tier, where you cannot also be enslaved.
You're gonna have to steal a baby cow on the way out. That's funny.
But for now, plan time.
Getting some fanner meat will be tricky. Or you'll have to find a good alternative. Something tastier than fanner meat.
Cloud Ray.
Would love to get some fanners upstairs.
All right, what do we do now? We could try. I guess we should. All right, I have a few goals then. One, I still want to defile the temples, but in terms of things that you guys would also want to do.
Again, anything that you do that's like major defilement is gonna make noise, and that's gonna draw a whole bunch of guards from the nearby barracks.
We don't have time for all that. We're also on a timed mission. We're in and out. That's what we're trying to do.
I was hoping that messing up his temples would screw with his divine power.
Oh no, that's
no.
That's the skull inside his palace.
I already defiled that. They just fixed it again.
Oh,
a bit. I didn't get much of a chance.
The Sorcerer Kings don't get their powers from.
I just remembered something important actually. Taurus, if you can get to that skull, then I can plane shift to somewhere else to steal it.
Steal the last artifact of Dragoth's power. You destroyed his planar gate, you destroyed his undeath crystal, now you're going to destroy his holy symbol as well. 3 strikes.
I'm a little jaw
You guys went back to the oldie symbol thing?
We will eventually, because that's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. My jaw's a little bit dropped.
No, that's a great twist.
Wait, what kind of skull did that? Well,
It was
what kind of
gargantuan.
It was an
dragon
ancient.
was ancient.
An
Yeah, so
ancient
colossal.
dragon skull.
Wait, what kind of dragon?
Hard to tell when it's a skull. And also, you've never seen any dragons except that one from the Plane of Water.
I don't know. I have an idea. Can we sacrifice things to Korganard?
No.
What?
He wouldn't want you to.
Right.
Yeah, but like to empower him.
He believes in the preservation of life. He would be unpleased.
But it's a dragon.
No,
the bad
Okay.
guys.
Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep pace with the guys here until we're ready to leave as a group. Can we do that?
All right. Let's just go get the guy who got turned into a dragon.
So we're going to the Dread Palace. We're going to destroy the skull on the way out, but we're going to try to find Tadril if we'll see if we can get him
you
out.
misunderstand. We're stealing the skull on the way out.
Stealing it away to another plane of existence. Wait, you're going to drop it in
Okay,
the
you
plane
don't
of air?
think, you don't. Hold on. So you're saying this level 27 guy doesn't have an ability to go to other planes?
I mean,
he probably does, but he doesn't necessarily know where it was taken.
And he doesn't have access to any kind of
if we
objects
destroy it,
or
we're just gonna
spells.
use wish magic.
He can cast he can cast 10th level spells.
That's true.
Like
That's
7 wishes a day. He can't figure out where this thing's at. We have to destroy it.
We could leave it. Wait, I know what we have to do. We have to bring it to the shadow dimension and feed it to those magic item destroying thingamabobs.
Oh, interesting.
Shoot. That's brilliant.
Damn.
You can shift to the gray. Oh my god, yes, let's go. Let's go. That's
Okay,
actually
so that
so
one,
brilliant.
that's a good one. That's actually
brilliant.
a good one.
Are you guys gonna get stuck in the gray?
For a bit, but I just need some time to get us out.
That's so brilliant.
Oh, we can't
Wait,
stay in the
no.
gray for 8 hours. No, we can't stay in the gray for 8 hours.
No,
You can
wait.
teleport back, no?
we can't stay in the grave for more than a minute. If we're in there for more than a minute, we
You're-
die.
Yeah, you can't be there long.
Yeah.
No, the minute thing was because of the candle, but he needs 8 hours to get more spells so he can recast plane
Oh.
shift.
And specifically, if
second.
you spend
That might-
any period of
yeah.
time in the gray, there's actually like
Yeah.
a save against death just by being there.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Wait, I have an idea.
It would have
Is
been good, though. That would have been good, though.
Does that fire teleporty trick work across dimensions?
I don't think so.
What, the candle?
No.
He's just
For
got
more
an
time.
The
item for teleporting.
teleportation item that sends them back to the ship.
Yeah.
Would it work
Oh,
between?
yeah.
Would it work between the two realms?
Teleport doesn't work
No.
across.
Nah, teleport has to be on the same plane.
Yeah. So you have to open the gate again. Like
It's okay. It's okay. What we can do is we
Crazy.
can crush the skull and
I'm
make it
not-
small enough that I can throw it in a bag of holding.
I'm not
Yes.
confident that we.
And then we
do
can
it.
sacrifice it. Then we can sacrifice
Yes.
it later.
No, are we going to the gray?
No. We can sacrifice it. We can sacrifice it to the eternal flame, or to the wind, whatever. We can do a joint sacrifice on this skull once we break it into a couple pieces.
True.
I think that the sacrifice kind of puts him at. I think sacrificing to the gray Look, I don't know.
No, let's
I
give it
don't
to
know.
our gods.
We don't
I
have
don't know.
we don't have the ability to go in and out of the gray.
Just
Fast
get it
enough.
to give it
Oh.
to our gods when we.
You did a
can-
ritual before to get into the gray for the
You can-
color and darkness.
You guys can probably fit it in both of the bag of holdings.
Hang on.
That's what I'm saying.
Ninja, can this skull just be destroyed the usual way, like with hitting it really hard?
Oh, also, I should mention Monadareth has an amulet. Do you guys want to take the amulet too?
What is
Of
it?
course.
Yeah.
It's a holy symbol of Dragoth, but it looks a little different from the other holy symbols of Dragoth. Like it's like an antique.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
That might be a plus 3 or some shit like that to his clerical spells.
Listen, I'll go ahead, and I'm not super worried about the material wealth, but while these guys are doing their things with the air drake, I might as well go ahead and rummage through the altar here or whatever's around.
If you're not sure if it's cursed, okay, you can potentially use the that teleportation hand that you have. The what is it called? Don't you have that ringside?
Have what?
That and the
Telekinetic?
magical hand,
Mage hand.
mage hand. Use that to grab the amulet and drop it in a bag of holding until you can get it identified.
I can just identify it.
As a ritual, or
Ritual.
We don't have time.
yeah, so just
Yeah.
bring it back. And if it's
Yeah.
cursed, it's not gonna help you anyway.
Somebody could come into the temple at any moment. You have no idea how long you have.
Exactly.
before you
I
get
want us
caught.
out of here. We're
I'm
not
just picking
gonna
up the sword.
set up camp.
I'm not picking it up with my hands. I am just bringing the bag to the sword and forcing the sword
Scooting
into
it in
the
with your
bag.
boot.
What are we
Yeah,
doing?
exactly.
Okay,
What are we-
is the air drake ready to go?
All right.
What are we doing?
The air
with
drake
the
becomes
shit.
invisible and follows.
Is this the sword that I think it could be?
Monadareth.
We are going to the Dread
two-handed-
Palace to break the skull and put it into pieces so we can take it.
Wait, hold
Monadareth's
on.
two-handed greatsword is very fancy.
Eesh, yeah, I think I might know what it'd be.
We still need to get the guy who got transformed.
Well,
Yes.
we think he's in the Dread Palace, but we're gonna stop by Akrag. I think we should stop by Akrag.
I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Don't get
Well, I
caught by that sorcerer king again.
I suspect that that's where the services are being held.
No, Akrag has the bathhouse, and I suppose it would bring some closure to all this.
All right, let's go. But what are we going to do with the body?
The body of Mount Adareth.
Yeah.
Hide it in the corner.
I suppose
Wait a
we could hide it.
Oh, I forgot. Hang on. Din-dins.
You're gonna
Oh.
feed him to the Drake?
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll make sure we get the rest of his clothing off and everything else. But
Yeah, I stole his stuff.
Din-dins. Okay. How about this meat?
What an ignoble end for Mon Adarath.
Yeah, I do feel bad when I assassinate characters in basically anything because it feels like cheating.
And he had such a cool figurine, too.
You really did. I like the little flowing cape in the back, but the fact that that worked, I am grinning ear to ear right now.
I'll have to use his figurine again sometime for something.
I liked your character doing that. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
Probably got to see you do rogue shit.
What did you do again? I missed it, I think.
I did the silent takedown that my character's built around.
So he could have shouted for the guards, but his mouth was covered, and because he couldn't break the grapple, he was unable to scream.
He did an Assassin's Creed.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
And it was just a couple stabs, and he went down.
That's
Okay,
pretty cool.
let's go. Let's move to the
Okay.
next area.
Well, I'm gonna drag us up. Okay.
So the party moves across the city.
Oh.
Where do you go?
And we're going to
Which-
Crag's Pools real quick.
Which way do you go to Akrag's Pools?
If I may, we're gonna go over the fungi.
All right, so you fly over the wall, you fly over the farm, you move past the middle-class city area, you're gonna move across the bridge, you'll arrive at
And come
Akrag's
down
Pools.
over here. Now, men, I can handle this. If you could go ahead and just hang up here by the stalactites. Mind the lizard riders near the stalactites. But I will go speak to Akrag quickly. I stealthily go in, and without a sound, I will go and find Akrag.
Okay. You sneak up on Akrag, and he is in his bathhouse, and fortunately nobody else is here at the moment.
Oh, perfect. So I will say in common.
Wait, sorry.
Too, while you're there.
Before you say that, say whatever you're gonna say.
Well, hang on.
Remind me who-
Again, I'll interrupt to say, as you sneak up on Mon Adarath, he transforms.
You mean Akrag?
Or yeah, Akrag. As you sneak up on Akrag, he transforms.
Okay. Not from a dray. He was a dray, and he's transforming into something else.
So, Akrag, like, if you look at this figurine here, this is Akrag's true form. And he appears to be a high priest.
For a second,
So I didn't even see the. Okay. He's a high priest.
And he's getting ready for a service, which is happening at the High Temple up the street here.
Oh,
Akrag
wait.
is actually Absalom, the High Priest of Dragoth.
Oh, is that the undead dude?
Oh yeah, that's the undead dude.
He's the Morgue.
He's like a lich or some shit like that.
So you sneak up on him and
Wow.
notice that he's this undead
Oh.
creature. He has an illusion.
My jaw is also dropped
Hang on.
again.
Okay, so
I don't
he's
think
in
I-
his undead form. Do you still approach and say anything?
Hold on a
No,
second.
that changes a lot.
Wait, no, stop, please.
I
Okay.
stop. Full stop.
I apologize, but like, I feel like I'm missing the full gravity of this twist. Who did we think this guy was before?
You thought
He
he was
was our
just
friend.
a nobleman that runs a bathhouse,
No,
but that's
We
that's
knew
his
that he was
secret
an undead.
identity. He's
Yeah.
actually the High Priest. He just
Yeah.
pretends to be a lowly bathhouse runner so he can spy on people.
But
But
we learned
he knew who I
that
was when
we
I
learned
first reconned through Nuguisinel. He saw me and pulled me aside and said, "Hey, can you say? I would like it if you could save the first generation Dre. You know, don't have them assault Nuguisinel. Save them. Convince them not to attack." And I
Bastard.
honored his wish. And why? because he wanted to enslave him anyway.
I
I
Okay.
listened.
He wanted us to have a. He wanted us to have a weaker attack.
I listened.
Okay.
I want to go murder him right now,
You stupid.
and I have a plan to do it too.
Damn. He got
Uh,
us.
Wait, we're gonna take down Akrag right now?
That was my plan.
You gotta hit it.
It's not. There's no act. There is no act crag.
You
His
gotta
name's
hit him.
Absalon.
You gotta hit him real hard.
Well, he
But
is
you don't
alone.
have you don't have long
I-
because he was literally walking out the door
Guys,
because he has to
guys.
go to the temple.
Okay, well then, okay.
I
stop,
want it.
Stop, stop.
I want it.
Okay, okay.
I want
holy, Holy crap!
You want the
what's
smoke?
happening? We
I
want.
want it.
Okay.
I want
Oh
this
my
one.
God.
Backstab the fuck out of him.
No,
I'm not-
I would like this one because I am equipped.
You just. I didn't do anything on the last one.
So Orin's
No.
the only one who's actually seeing any of this.
Okay, I'm telling you that Akrag is actually Absalom. Absalom, the morgue, the undead who we saw as the high priest of the grand temple of the dragon is in here, and he's just turned into Akrag.
Yeah.
I have been
Alright, you
played.
know
I
what,
feel such a
Doris? You
fool.
can have
He is
him.
leaving now.
Hold on, guys. Guys, I got this. Okay. I
Ow.
want to set a trap. I'm going to set a trap that I've seen done before. Ninja, I've seen this done before, and I know it can work. I'm going to
Drops
set a
piano
trap.
on top of it.
Opposite. Actually,
You shoot him in the air.
you were there. You were there, Grimoire. But I'm
You fly
actually.
him up in the air and you drop him down.
Say
I'm
it.
going to do the bag, the thing that what's his name? What's his name did to the halflings?
Oh my God.
The porthole or whatever.
No.
I have it. It's mine. It's in my bag. I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to set the fucking trap. He walks over it, he's going to fall into the fucking hole.
You're gonna have to act fast. Where do you put the trap?
Around, like, as you turn the corner.
It has to work.
You place the trap. I'll roll a dice to see if he walks over it. Let's find out.
Push him in, then.
Okay, so
Could you trip him in the trap?
I think Morg he might life sense too, so don't get too close.
Interesting. Yeah, I think he walks over it.
You skipped it?
What's the DC on that?
I'm looking for it. Sorry. Where is it at? Damn it! Where did I put it? Caspar. No, Caspars. No, Cas.
I'm pretty sure it's got like a psionic thing that he has to like make a will save probably. Because it lures
bag of
people
devouring,
in.
right?
It's a bag of holding that's got a sphere of annihilation in it that's got a attractiveness to it. Like if you look at it, you have to roll the save, otherwise you're compelled to walk into it.
I can't find
What?
it in my notes. I think I moved it somewhere.
What?
That's
I had
crazy.
it on a card, and I moved it to my sheet, but it's not there.
What the hell is that,
Oh,
man?
maybe it's here.
That's pretty cool.
I got the net of entrapment. That's not it. Fuck. I don't see it on my sheet. I know I have it. I had it in my bag, but I moved it. I moved my stuff around. Maybe it's on a different note.
Which character did you choose?
Do you have the notes on it, Ninja? Because
Mm.
I don't have the notes.
Where would they be? In the Dragon Crown notes, probably?
Probably Caspar.
Oh, you know what? I had a sheet for Caspar. That's where it would be.
That's a long time ago now.
Caspar's hole. Here it is. The floating. No, wait.
Oh, Oran,
Yeah, I just found it.
Yeah.
when I was
DC
talking
20.
with
It's a 20
on it.
wisdom save.
oh,
Oh, he rolls a 20. Nat 20.
Damn.
Okay, we can push him in though.
So he walks near the hole and looks down into the bottomless hole, and he feels the mental compulsion of the sentient black hole luring him into its shininess. But he is a wise and powerful cleric, and his high wisdom allows him to nat 20 his way perfectly through that. So he is not pulled into the sphere of annihilation, and he grows a little bit suspicious. I think he's going to cast a spell.
I'd like to drop the
You
net
know
of
what?
entrapment on him.
He'll get to cast a spell first.
you
won't
get
he?
an attack.
Okay,
Well,
I wanna, while he's doing that, can I do something? Since I see the spell doesn't work.
Well, I think it's initiative at this point, but he's gonna probably get the
Yeah.
spell off first, probably.
Depends, because he needs to detect you, and you might want to attack him as he's trying.
No,
Yeah.
he gets to react to the hole first, and
No,
that's
not necessarily,
spell.
because you would be casting probably something like a detect magic, and then he couldn't potentially see you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well-
magic. I'm not doing any magic. I'm just gonna
You
attack
have
him.
magical equipment on you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Either
You
way.
have a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Can
You're
you
like-
see invisible magic things?
Potentially. Plus, you have disguise.
Detect magic does not detect invisible. It's a
No,
separate
but
spell for a reason.
Oh yeah, because I'm invisible.
if somebody is not invisible, though,
Okay, so Absalom has stopped and is investigating the hole. All of you
what
are
do you guys do?
invisible. You haven't been seen.
Is it initiative?
Well, it's your move. What do you
It's more
do?
like NPCs on high alert.
You may be able to get a surprise round.
Yeah, I want to attack him. If he doesn't go into the hole, I'll attack him.
Okay, so he stops. He doesn't go into the hole. You try to attack him. You collide with a wall of force.
A wall of force.
An invisible wall of force springs into existence at a point you choose within range. He actually made it into a hemisphere or a dome, so you've collided with an invisible dome of force that you can't pass through.
You can't dispel that.
Yeah.
You're not getting in there.
He used a sorcery point in order to cast it without any visible sign of casting.
You need something like disintegrate to get rid of it. And that's pretty high level.
There's a dome, right? So I can go under it.
It's a sphere.
You want to dig through the ground? Rip up the flagstones, go underneath him?
Oh, you could if it's only a dome and not a sphere. Yeah.
It is
Oh,
a dome.
Naruto.
It can be a sphere, but why would it be?
Wouldn't it
Because
like blow up the ground if it was a sphere?
Taurus can dig underneath. He can punch his way through the ground.
True. Given enough time, you'd be able to dig a hole under. Like a dog, you could dig a way to slide underneath and get at him. It would take time, though.
Can I just
Well,
summon the...
You could cast Haste
Ring
on
sight.
Taurus.
Can I summon the air elemental inside of the wall?
I don't believe so. The wall of
No.
force blocks everything.
Like,
Even
you can't,
teleports,
you
right?
can't make a spell go through it.
I think we might have to cut our losses, guys.
Goodbye to Chad
Give,
Roll.
I
give
gotta
a-
get the cast. I gotta get the hole back.
You don't. you
Wait,
failed.
to Chad Roll's not even in there.
Well, wait. How big is the wall of force? Is it encapsulate the hole or?
He's saying that he could potentially dig underneath the wall.
That's a freaking okay. You could dig out of your prison cell with a spoon, but that's not going to happen.
Well, Taurus has like 30 million strength.
Guys, we need to let Joe and Ninja figure out if they can get the hole back.
Do we need the table for this, Ninja, or?
It's actually pretty late. Do you guys want to stop it here and continue this next week?
No, I just want
We
to
can.
get to a spot.
That yawn sounds
I want to
like.
get to a conclusion.
No, well,
I
at
wanna
least
get
we
to a
figure out
conclusion.
Absalom.
Well, the
Figure out
conclusion is
Absalom.
rescuing to Chadril and getting the hell out of here, but that
You
would
have a
take
choice here.
a
What about
long
Absalom?
time.
Is he gonna get the hole back or no? Is the hole irrevocably now Absalom's?
Good question. I'm actually going to like roll an initiative, and we'll see what Absalom does if he goes before you do.
Because you always have the oh shit button and just teleport back.
Now, can you teleport through Wall of Force?
So Ringsight's actually first. So before Absalom can do anything, Ringsight can do something.
You can't teleport through Wall of Force?
No, like this teleport only sends you back to one point, and it's the ship.
No, but like if someone wanted to teleport in.
I don't think you can do it with like a whatever spell you have.
Spell ability? Oh, okay.
It's pretty strong. Like it doesn't want you to be able to go through pretty much.
It even extends into the ethereal plane, so you couldn't turn it
Hold on.
ethereal to pass through it.
Yeah. So you gotta decide whatever you want to do here.
Taro?
Ringsight, sub you.
Taro? He's muted. Well, we'll just pick this up next week. I think that's probably fine.
No.
Yeah, this combat can take long, you know.
Yeah.
What a dramatic way to end it.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, cliffhanger. Very exciting. I had fun this week.
Yeah, I'm glad we came together because you were.
I just got
worried
here.
That it wasn't gonna happen.
There was some
You
funny
can-
moments. Defeating Miraz
You can-
again.
You
That-
can teleport through a wall of force if you have something like
Misty Step.
what is that, Misty Step or something?
Yeah, Misty Step or Teleport would probably do it.
You
It says
can't
nothing
have
can
it
physically pass through.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think spells can go through.
It can.
Magically go
because
through.
if it protects
A place
like,
you can see. A place you can see.
Well, it is invisible. If you can target a spot you can see. I mean, it's. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the air elemental technically could spawn in there.
yeah.
Although I'd want to
Punch
look
him,
that
make
one
him
up
lose
just to be
concentration.
sure.
He might be okay. He might not have a problem with that though.
That's true. It is concentration based, but I don't think the air elemental does enough damage to make him lose con.
He might, yeah, you know, need a certain threshold to cause the roll.
It's only like a. DC
Though if it's something
10.
like prone or trip or something like that,
No,
Yeah.
even if you take 1 damage, you have to still roll concentration for 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher.
okay, so imagine the air elemental. Instead of attacking, it tries to push it into the hole on the ground.
I was thinking the same thing.
But he's got proficiency on con save, so he has a really high chance of making it.
That's not a con save. That's a hit save.
The concentration is a con save.
No, but if the air elemental tries to push him into the hole.
Strength save?
Right.
Ah,
Want to make
I
that
see what you're
strength
saying.
content or shove him?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
That's what Taro was saying in the first place, I think. But
Yeah, try to push it. Poo. That'd be neat.
Okay.
Force him
Well,
into the
we'll
hole.
we'll do that next week because Ringsight is technically
Yeah.
first.
Take a note. Let's try to get back to this. But tonight was pretty cool. I kind of like that we had the group split into two and being able to listen to the other group do their own little thing, the sneaky stuff.
Yeah.
Next week I'll be in Vegas.
Oh,
So I probably won't be available, but I can do what I did this week, where I just show up pretty late or.
What? You're not gonna play with dancers, naked behind you or something like that? Come on,
Nah,
man.
nah.
That would be hilarious. You hire like a Vegas prostitute, and you're like, "All right, you have to hang out here while I play D&D."
That's one of those things they talk about in the Legends of
Oh my
the
God.
It's like, I paid for an hour. You're gonna be here while I play D&D.
Yeah, you can have like a cam and then have the girls play the characters.
This is my Oreg. She'll be played by Candy.
Yeah, and they're larping, fights and stuff.
Hilarious.
That'd be awesome.
Fucking.
I'm going to impregnate you.
You could make it happen. It's all between It's you can make it happen, Joe.
I'm gonna end the stream there. Thanks for watching out there in Twitch land. Good times.